Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Can't stay but wanted to say it's good to see you back, man. Love, your favorite Hokie.
Well, well, well. What is going on? Miami Hurricanes fans! It has been almost 6 months. Almost, really. It has been almost 6 months since we have went live on this channel and hung out. And you know, the thing is, whether I'm ready or not, the spring game is happening tomorrow, and there was no freaking way that I was going to miss an opportunity to hang out with my college football family, Miami Hurricanes fans, tonight, the night before. There's just no way I could miss it, guys. So what's on the itinerary for tonight is going to be, I'm going to take a few minutes at the beginning of the stream and just explain where I've been, what's happened, why I disappeared for a while, just in case anybody isn't aware, just so we're all on the same page. After that, we're going to discuss the spring game just a little bit. I'm going to make a list. Let's go. I'm making a list. Last time I made a list live, I thought it went pretty well, but apparently it was a disaster, is what was said on social media. I thought it went good. I don't know, but we'll try again tonight, and we'll see how we fare. And then I will also be activating the phone line, and I want to talk about the spring game with you guys. I want to talk about maybe the position group that you're most looking forward to seeing tomorrow night, or maybe a position group battle that you're most looking forward to watching tomorrow. So phone lines will be active. We'll get you guys in here on the stream. I need to give a big shout out to VT Hokie Lover, coming in with the $4.99 super chat. Says, can't stay, but wanted to say it's good to see you back, man. Love, your favorite Hokie. VT Hokie Lover, thank you so much for the love, my friend. VT Hokie Lover, always hanging around, part of the college football family. Now, I want to look, when is Virginia Tech's spring game? 3 o'clock on Saturday. So, VT Hokie Lover, you could tune in and watch the Miami Hurricanes spring game tomorrow. Like, I'm just saying, like, you could watch ours, we could watch yours, like, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Thank you so much for the $4.99 VT Hokie Lover. Never required. Never required, but thank you for the love. I also want to give a shout out to everyone who's here bright and early for the stream. Let me sit VT Hokie Lover on the throne. Give me just a second. I don't know, guys. It's weird because, like, I've been doing this for 7 years, 7, 8 years now, something like that. I've lost track. 7, 8 years. It's almost like it comes natural in a way, but also it's like I'm doing all of this for the first time. I don't know. So forgive me if I'm a little scatterbrained and all over the place, at least for the first half of the stream, because I ain't done this in like 6 months. All right. I got to give a shout out also to my man, Doodoo. Doodoo, man, I appreciate you getting together with Melissa, aka Hoodie Girl, and sending me that care package. That was what, December? Pretty sure that was back in December, January, something like that. Much love, my man. Again, what this family's all about. I can't thank you enough for that. Canes today, what's up? We got Phil Romano in the building. Phil, long time no see. We got Sage. John, if you're still here, John Bird, very good friend of mine. He's got to work at 4 a.m. tomorrow, guys. John Bird, I appreciate you for stopping in and saying hello. Hopefully you'll still, bro, if you got to get up at 4 a.m. for work, hopefully you don't have to work Saturday, because then you might miss part of the spring game because it's not kicking off till 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see. John, I appreciate you, man. Steven from Colorado Springs. Yo, let's go, Steven. Just Canes fans all around the world. We are worldwide. The Cajun Cane, a.k.a. Ace Productions. What's up, man? Of course, Jordan Page was not going to miss the tea, man. I wore this shirt for Jordan Page because it's his favorite polo that I own. Jordan, good to see you in the building, my man. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Just spam me and I'll say what's up. Malik Savage, what's going on? Adam Sadowski, Canes fam. What's up, bro? On what planet? Chris Kane for life. You told me you were going to be here, and here you are. I appreciate that. Tropigal says that her daughter, I think, made it into Miami. Let's freaking go. Clap it up for Tropigal's daughter. Accepted into the University of Miami, the greatest university on planet Earth. It doesn't get any better. Come on, make sure that you clap it up for that. Tropical, it's good to see you. I actually have a picture of me and you on my desktop. Hold up. Do I still have that? Where is it? Shoot, now I said that and I'm going to look like a liar, Tropical. But I have a picture with you at Hard Rock Stadium from last year on my desktop. I really do. IMAX, what's up? That dude Kyle in the building. Savage Moon, Edward. We're never going to get through all these. King David 689 Miami edits. Yo, yo, yo. Who else we got? Mama Coop in the building. Traveling Fools. I had a feeling Traveling Fools would be here. Really, really good, dude. We got Briley. We got Chris Gaffney. Chris, I've been seeing your comments on my videos. I've not seen anybody take you up on any of your offers with your bets, and I think we know why. Just saying. I've missed this too, Chris. I've missed it too. We're eventually going to get back into the late night real talks, all the shenanigans. Even though I've not streamed in like 6 months, and I just started posting videos again a couple weeks ago, I'm always working in the background, guys. I'm in the process of setting up interviews with players, both former and current, plus recruits. I'm in the process of revamping the channel for the 2023 season. The live simulations start in June, so we've started working on that. There's a lot of things in the works, and it's going to be soon. It's not yet, but it's going to be soon. We have a lot to look forward to. Trust me, we're always working. Edward in the building. Edward, what's up? What will the list be this time? We'll see. We'll see. We're about to kick it off. Manuel, what's up, man? Noel Squad, what's up, bro? Notice no replies to that. Uh-oh. What is it, Chris? What is it? The one that you... 5 functional O linemen would be an amazing start. I have to laugh to stop myself from crying, Chris. Because we all know it's true, even though we don't want to admit it. It is what it is. What's going on, BW Feldy? Good to see you, my man. So let's just jump right into it. As people pour in, find their seats on the virtual couch, feel free to say what's up, and we'll hang out for a little bit. We'll keep the stream around 2 hours or so people don't get too bored with it. I will text you the pick again. Is that your number on the side? It is. So the number tonight to call in is 865-229-4131. Phone lines will be active here momentarily. So tonight, again, rewind. Let me explain my absence just real quick. I know you guys are here to talk Miami Hurricanes football, but there are going to be some people that have not seen previous videos, so they're going to be wondering what the heck happened. Why did Coop take a break? So I'll make this short, sweet, and to the point. Back in December, my younger brother unexpectedly passed away at the age of 29. I'll keep it real. This absolutely wrecked me, especially mentally. I couldn't handle it, and I had to step away from everything. YouTube, Twitch, all social media. I literally would just sit at home and watch movies and shows and try to distract myself. And after that, I finally felt like I was in a good enough place that I could start posting videos again, and then I had to have a surgery. The surgery was expected. It was planned. But then I had to have a not so expected second surgery. That set back the recovery time. It was really rough. It was hard for me to even walk. My wife had to push me around in a wheelchair for a little bit. But here we are. Here we are. So I was in a pretty rough place, but things always get better. Always. Just always tell yourself, guys, if you're ever down and out, you're having a bad day, things seem rough, this is what I tell myself, and it helps me get through it. Things won't always be like this. And if it's some type of physical thing, like a sickness or something, just remind yourself, it won't always feel like this. You won't always feel sick. At some point, things will get better. Things will change. And just continue to tell yourself that and keep pushing. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you. My good friend Canes Football Talk. Canes fan member, can we get a nice warm welcome? Enjoy those Canes fan member only emotes, my man. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Jay Vickers, good to see you in here. So let's just jump right into it. Let's give the people what they came here for, which is talking about the spring game happening tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Drive Pink Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Oh, that's a tongue twister. I believe that's roughly 45 minutes or so from the campus, so not too bad. Now, there's a lot of fan bases trolling us, saying, come on, Coop. Y'all can't even play your spring game at your rented stadium, so you're having to rent another stadium to play the spring game. And Coop, it only seats 18,000, and Coop is 45 minutes from the campus. We don't care. We literally don't care. I'm just letting you know. It was either at our stadium that we already rent, or we rent another. It is what it is. We hear the jokes all the time. It doesn't bother us. I'm just letting you know. There has been some inclement weather, unfortunately, over the past few days, specifically in that area, in Fort Lauderdale. I hope you guys are okay. I've seen people stranded at the airport, all kinds of crazy stuff. Hopefully it won't be too wet. I saw Nigelique Kelly's mother was posting on Twitter, and she was saying it's not too bad at the stadium. So hopefully everything will be all right. Everything is on at this point in time anyways for the game. I do want to mention that the game is going to be on ACC Network Extra. So if you zoom in here and take a look on the right-hand side of your screen, this is not going to play on straight ACC Network, just so you guys are aware. If you have ACC Network, you can watch it, but you have to log in through the ESPN app to watch it, which is absolute garbage. I hate it, and I can't stand it, because the ESPN app typically buffers for me, and it's usually behind. And yes, I have a hardwired fiber connection. I get a gig per second download, so I'm Gucci. Problem is, it just never seems to work right for me personally. But really, what's messed up to me, the only spring game that's actually on ACC Network is Virginia. Look at this list. You see the X beside each of these? ACC Network Extra, ACC Network Extra, ACC Network Extra. Only Virginia gets an actual spring game on ACC Network. Everyone else has to watch it through the ESPN app by logging in with your provider's credentials for ACC Network. It's pretty frustrating. I don't know if I'll have links for this. Who decided Virginia, right, Noel Squad? We can actually come together as a college football family. Noel Squad's an FSU fan, obviously, goes without saying. And we can say, why Virginia? If anything, bro, I can't believe I'm saying this. Nobody clipped this. Put Florida State on there. After the season they had in 2022.
This is what it
in
takes
2022. But Virginia?
to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
I'm glad you're back, man.
Did
Missed you
they?
hashtag GOCANES.
Did they consider the Cavaliers the gold standard of ACC football? Is that why they actually get on ACC Network? Who made that decision? Because I would like to have a one-on-one conversation with said person. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Calm down, Coop. You'll get to watch the game. But it's just kind of frustrating because I promise you, mark my words, okay? Mark my words, guys. I want you to watch on Twitter and on social media. There will be mass chaos and panic tomorrow at about 7:20 when people realize it's ACC Network Extra and not regular ACC Network. There are going to be people also that think it's just going to be on straight ESPN, and it's not. Mark my words. There will be panic tomorrow. Big time. Big time. But anyways, I can't promise that I'll have links because it's ACC Network Extra. So it is what it is. Canes Football Talk. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. I'm glad you're back, man. I missed you. I missed you guys. I did. I missed the conversations. I miss hanging out with my friends and family, bro. Truly, I really did. Thank you so much for the love and support. Never required, but thank you, my friend. And On What Planet? Can we get a nice warm welcome for On What Planet? Enjoy that Canes fam membership. Enjoy the Canes fam member only emotes. I appreciate that. Can we get a quick roll call? Who's going to be at the spring game? If you're going to be at the spring game, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're going to be watching it on television, put a 2. I want to gauge the community here. Let's get an idea. Brandon Frick, what's up? How you doing, man? 1 if you're going, 2 if you're going to watch it on television. While we're looking at the numbers here, if you guys didn't see it, Mario Cristobal did let everyone know that the spring game will be played more like a traditional game to an extent. So I don't think the plan is to have a lot of situational stuff, and it is going to be first-team offense versus first-team defense.
This is what it takes
with the 2s and 3s
to wear
mixed
you
together.
on the side of your helmet.
Biggest question mark for the spring game. How many coaches will our fans want fired after the game? Wrong scheme. Not enough passing, etc.
Oh, Chris. Now here's the thing, Chris. First of all, thank you for the $4.99. Did you see the video I posted, Chris, about the spring game really not being that important, that it's more of a fan-first event, that the coaching staff and the players can accomplish just as much in a closed scrimmage? That was one of my least popular videos I've ever put up on the channel. And I didn't mean it in a negative way. It wasn't like a bad thing, but I was saying that people put too much thought into the spring game. Yeah, it's a chance for the guys to get to show out a little bit, kind of a last dress rehearsal in front of some fans before the actual season kicks off in the fall. But fans will literally, Tyler Van Dyke will throw a pick in the spring game and people will be like, that's it. Jakari QB #1. Tyler Van Dyke looks terrible. Or is it that the defense is just that good, Chris? Right? It's Brown that got the pick, or it's Cam Kinchins. The defense is just going to be hot this year. You really, and it's fun, guys. I'm not trying to downplay the spring game. I'm just saying there are some fans that put way too much thought into it. Way too much thought into it.
Let's go Canes.
Hey, let's go Canes. Brandon Frick, CWO, representing in the chat. Brandon Frick, I will sit you atop your throne. There was a tie there with VT Hokie Lover and Chris Gaffney. Appreciate you, my man. Hey, always showing love. Always showing love, and I appreciate that, my man. I hope you've been good over these last 6 months, Brandon. I hope you've been good, bro. So just remember to not put too much thought into it, man. It's more so an opportunity to just catch a glimpse of the guys and, you know, some of the work they've been putting in. It's kind of a payoff for them, right? To get to fully deck themselves out like it's a game. The crowd noise is there. They get to practice some of the plays and stuff. But they're not going to open it up, man. Mario Cristobal even said in his presser, we ain't going to show everything. Of course they're not. That would be silly. But they are going to come out first-team offense versus first-team defense. They're going to run some of the plays, you know, kind of show Canes fans what they got. And really, I think all they need to do to make fans happy at this point is let's get vertical. Let's let Tyler Van Dyke, let's let Jakari or even Emery take some shots, and I think the crowd will freak out. It will be absolutely electric. Just throw deep. Exactly, the GOAT. Just throw deep. My shirt is amazing. Sorry I never messaged you. Hey, my man, I'm glad that you received it. Which one did you get? I can't remember which one it was that you got that I did finally send you. I really hope James be 100% next year. Yeah. Well, let's also not forget for the people who haven't been keeping up with it, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Oh, you're right. Change the $4.99. Good looking out, my man. Brandon Frick don't play around. My man dropped 20. We got to give him some respect here. Let's get that changed. For those of you that did not keep up with it during the off season, again, everyone has their different level of fandom with keeping up with the team. Don't forget about the number changes. Another thing that's going to confuse a lot of people tomorrow is, again, Kitchens is going to get a pick, and then people are going to be like, no, bro, Cam is number 24. What are you talking about? Screenshot this if you need to reference it. But here are the number changes on your screen. This does not include the newcomers. This is strictly just guys that had a number last year and they changed to a different number this year. So again, James Williams not rocking the 0. He's 20. Brashard grabbed 20 on offense. Colby Young going from 88 to 4. Just keep an eye on that. Screenshot it, whatever you need, so that way you've got it for reference tomorrow. Going to be a lot of fans very confused tomorrow, but that's all right. That's all right. The pipe, you got the pipe tee. That's right. That's the best one. That's the best one by far. Coop, if you cover Canes, why don't you move down here? Good question, Willie. Good question. My life would be way easier if I just moved down to South Florida. I cover the Canes. I have the connections. I mean, I speak with several big-time donors. I've been to invite-only lunches and dinners with the donors, previous players, current players. I've connected with multiple players and current coaches. I could do a lot. This channel could pop off way more if I lived in South Florida. I'm going to keep it real. I enjoy the slow-paced life in East Tennessee. Obviously, I've been to South Florida multiple times. Being a Miami fan, it's too fast for me. I still love the Canes. It doesn't change my love for this university and the football team. But I don't want to live there. You know what I'm saying? I'll drive the 12 hours every time before I would actually move there. I'm sorry. I love the beach. I love the warm weather. I love the Miami Hurricanes. It's just cost of living is lower here. It's a slower pace. I like it more. That's a really good question, Willie. It's actually a really good question. Colby should have kept the 88. Man, fans are so upset that James Williams dropped 0. Like, they were so freaking upset over that. You feel the same, South Carolina? Yeah, man. So the thing is it doesn't determine your level of fandom based on where you live. Is there anyone here who actually thinks, I'm calling you out. That's fine. You're going to see a new Coop. I don't care to agitate people anymore. Life's too short. Let's argue. Is there anyone here who thinks that where you live determines how big of a fan you are? Because if you do, I'm here to call you out. I'm just saying that does not determine. If anything, okay, hear me out. If anything, oh gosh, man, I don't want to ruffle too many feathers. I'm not saying that people that live in South Florida or in Miami are any less of a fan, okay? I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that it is even more work to be a Miami fan and stick with being a Miami fan when you live further away, right? If Jordan wants to go to a Miami game, he's got to drive all the way from Louisiana down to Miami. Coop wants to go to a Miami game, 12-hour drive. I'm covering them from here, 12 hours away. It's even more work. I know Canes fans that live in Europe. Do you know how hard that is? They got to wake up sometimes at like 4 a.m. just to watch a football game that's airing at noon for us. That's dedication. That's a die-hard, ride-or-die fan. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm not downplaying anyone that lives in Florida. I'm just saying. It takes a lot to be a fan that lives hundreds or even thousands of miles away from the University of Miami. It really does. Just think about that for a second. Think about it. Tyler Thompson, what's up? What's up, man? So it never determines your level of fandom based on location. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Just saying. Hey, welcome back, Phil. You're good, bro. You're good. We're going to open up the phone lines here in about the next 15 or 20 minutes or so. Here's what I want to do. I want to make a list. All right? If you guys are on board, let's make a list tonight. Let's make this short, sweet, simple, and then we'll get into the phone call portion of the stream. I'll get into what my expectations are for the spring game and the position groups that I'm most looking forward to seeing tomorrow night. Again, quick reminder, we will be live tomorrow night for the game right here. We're going to treat it like a regular game like we do during the season, and we're going to watch the spring game together and react. Should I break out the siren for the spring game? Yes or no? I don't know. Should I break out the siren? We might. It'd be pretty hype, man. It'll be hype. We might do it. So here's what I want to do. Let's make a list of who we think is going to be running with the ones tomorrow. First team offense for the spring game. Remember that I'm not talking about for the season because there's injuries right now. And there's also there's guys that haven't made it on campus yet. You know, the early enrollees are here, but the other guys aren't. Would they actually earn playing time with that first team? I don't know. They might not. But what we're going to do is who you think will be running with the ones at each position tomorrow for the spring game. First off, let's see if there's any debates. Quarterback, there is no debate, right? Obviously, it's Tyler Van Dyke. No debate at the quarterback position. He will be running with the first team offense tomorrow. Running back. I believe that Parrish will be RB1. Probably followed up by Cheney. And then Citizen, maybe? That's who I'm putting. We can argue, all right? I'm reading what you're putting. Backup QB is definitely Jakari. Definitely Brown, and then Williams after that. Look, this list is going so smooth, guys. So freaking smooth. Parrish, Cheney, then Citizen. I am telling you guys, though. Oh, Citizen is hurt. You're right. So he wouldn't even get any reps anyway, so let's take him off. We're purely talking about guys that will see some playing time tomorrow. Here's what we're doing, guys. We're doing first team, so I don't even need to add extra. We're not adding backups for this list. This is literally first team offense. Who's coming out? I'm going against what I'm even talking about. Terrell Walden has been popping off. He has. You're right. I just kind of want to see where you guys stand with this stuff, and it'll get a little bit more difficult as we get into this. Let's see. We're going to have Young. Should we specify? We'll do this. Young, obviously, on the outside. I think you put Restrepo in the slot. Now, here's the thing, though. Richard? I don't think Richard runs with the ones tomorrow over Restrepo. Restrepo's just been too consistent. And he's got that connection with Tyler Van Dyke. We saw a brief glimpse into that last year. So I think that Restrepo starts in the slot, and then Richard, again, we're not putting twos. This is just the first team offense, but we'll put him right there. Jacoby George, I think also. I think that trio makes sense. We've heard about this from the spring practices. The Young, Restrepo, and George. I think that's the ones with the receivers. Tight end, Arroyo is still dealing with recovering from an injury, so it wouldn't be Arroyo. I guess Skinner? I guess it would be Skinner running with the ones tomorrow for tight end. Any objections to that? We do have McCormick. Yes, McCormick is in the mix, the transfer from Oregon, right? So he would have the experience. Let's put him up there. But man, Skinner is just like a freak athlete though, bro. So you know what I'm saying? You guys would put Skinner as with the second team offense tomorrow. Now again, remember, Remember, I have to keep adding the disclaimer. Not for the season. I'm talking purely tomorrow. Spring game. That's it. Doesn't mean that this could change completely by the time the season kicks off. But I'm talking purely about tomorrow. We're just kind of guessing. See what we think. Jaden, do you think he will play? Are you talking about Jaden Wayne? Man, his dad's hoping he plays, as every parent does, right? But Jaden Wayne's dad, Donald, has been DMing me back and forth. And I met up with him at Canesware during the FSU game last year. And, bro, his son is locked in, I'm telling you. His son is locked in. Okay, so we're a little split. Some people think McCormick. Some people think Skinner. I think it'll probably be Skinner, but we'll put him on there. When it comes to the offensive line, okay, this is what I'm thinking for tomorrow. I'm just going to put them all up, and then we can argue. Bama transfer, Cohen. It's got to be Lee at center, right? Transfer from UCF. Probably Cooper. Tackle Malgoa. I'm probably butchering some of these names. Any objections? O-line, I think that looks pretty solid for tomorrow. Rivers, Cohen, Lee, Cooper, and Malgoa. I think that's probably your starters running with the first team offense coming out tomorrow for the spring game. Am I missing anybody? Quarterback, running back, we got receivers, we got tight end, we got O-line. I think that's what your starting offense looks like coming out tomorrow night for the spring game. I'm pretty confident in that one. The only one I would be a little unsure about is the Skinner McCormick, but I think it's probably Skinner running out tomorrow. Okay, let's see what Doodoo has. Doodoo has Rivers, Cohen, Lee, Cooper, Malgoa. Let's go. True freshman will not start on the O-line. What do you think, though? Because, see, I see an argument possibly for the season of that being correct. But what do you think about tomorrow, Slim Shady? Who do you think they put out there tomorrow, starting for the spring game? Like, who would we have other than Malgoa that would possibly, like, it's an honest question. I don't mean it as I'm even debating. Like, it's just a question. Yeah, because, see, we have to remember that we're talking about tomorrow. There are guys, obviously, that I think would start over some of these guys for the season. Zion, yeah, exactly. No. Whoa. Before we get it twisted, I agree. But he won't tomorrow. I don't think. There's because what makes this list difficult to make, and this is why I knew it would make it tough, is especially when we get to the defensive side of the ball. Because we're going to have guys on that D-line that are injured. You know, obviously Leonard Taylor's probably not going to run with the first-team defense tomorrow. I think he's still recovering. Not going to see him tomorrow. So when we make this list, people are going to screenshot it and be like, Coop thinks Leonard Taylor's not starting on defense. And I'm going to be like, whoa. Of course Leonard Taylor's going to be starting on the D-line. But not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Right? So I actually agree with you, Slim. I do believe that Zion would be on there, just not tomorrow, is all.
This is what it take
Defense.
to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
$10 if you can get all the names and correct positions for starters on O-line, including which side they start on. Coach hinted at a big shuffle up tomorrow.
Ooh, okay, Chris. Okay, and that's why I thought this would be fun. I thank you for the $9.99, Chris. I appreciate you, my friend. Always coming through. Look, here's the thing, Chris. There are a lot of people in the chat that think this is really dumb. The view count is probably plummeting. I think this stuff is fun because I like to see how close I can get. Just for giggles, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's not even any bragging rights involved with this. It's just for fun, just to see how close we get it. And that's why I wanted to do it. You said Coach hinted at a big shuffle up tomorrow, right? All we get is the bits and pieces from the media. This guy looked good. That guy looked good. Well, usually they say everyone looks good, right? I'm just saying. So it'll be interesting to see who they actually roll out with tomorrow, running with the first team offense and defense. And what I need to do, let me just put a freaking disclaimer up here. Because people are going to roll in like last second and again think that these are the starters for the season. Let me do this. Let me do this. Starters for spring game. There we go. So there's no confusion. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Now no one could possibly be confused, right, guys? No way anybody could be confused. Your list skills have improved. I've been practicing, Jordan. I've had 6 months. I've had 6 months to work on my list making skills. I think it's gotten better. Greg, what's up, man? Gator fan. When do you guys play your spring game? So let me know your objections to the offense, though, if you have any for tomorrow. Jordan Travis, do you think he's an NFL starting quarterback? No. And I, being a Canes fan, that no matter what has to be my answer. I'm just saying. On defense, okay. This is where the list gets much more complicated, in my opinion. Okay. We're going to have some disagreements here. I know that for a fact. That's okay. Who do you guys have at, and you don't have to specify left or right. It's fine. Who else is in that mix? Possibly. Harvey, Cyrus Moss, Williams, and possibly Wayne and Bain? Wayne, I love that. I love the Wayne and Bain combo. But for coming out running with the ones tomorrow, is that it? Are those the ones? I'm curious. I'm curious to see if you guys agree. So Harvey is hurt, so he's not running with the ones tomorrow. Bain is going to play some defensive tackle at some point. I could see that. It's going to be hard, man, to keep Bain off the field. You know what I'm saying? There's some of these guys coming in. I feel like with guys like Bain that can really, again, even first years, man, I'm just saying, that could truly have an impact if they really hit that off-season workout program hard. It's going to be hard to keep that dude off the field. It is. I really think it is. And see, this is great because we can all come together and we all have different, information. So, like when you guys reminded me of such and such being injured, like with Zion, right? So that makes this fun. Mesidor might not play. See, I know I'm torn. I'm torn on that for tomorrow. I'm locking this in for now. Well, I'm locking this in for now at defensive end for tomorrow, and we'll see. We'll see. But keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming and let me know what you guys think. Linebacker, again, we don't even have to specify. I'm just going to put linebacker. Okay. The second one doesn't count, okay? Just for clarification, the second one I put doesn't count. I'm not trying to give myself better chances of getting this right, okay? I'm just let me cook, let me work, okay? Jordan, my list making skills are deteriorating. Why don't these look like they're in the same place? All right, I'm not going to say anything. Just read that one and tell me what you think. Because I know that as the fan base as a whole, is probably not a fan of Corey Flagg. See, I know. The fan base as a whole probably complain about Flagg. I know he's had a lot of playing time. The coaching staff has praised what he's done in the off season. He's shed some pounds. He's supposedly gotten faster. To be fair, we hear this every year. Where do you put Flagg? Javier, bro, did you ban me? I had to unsubscribe and subscribe to chat. No. You've not been banned, Javier. It might have just been a bug with YouTube or something. It's always acting crazy. No, bro, you're not banned. My man Javier. No way, man. We're not banning Javier. Flagg is a hard worker. Here's the thing that you can't deny about Corey Flagg, and we could argue this to death because we argued about it last year. There were some times where his play was questionable. He does give 100% effort, it seems, every down, and he works hard. Has he earned some playing time starting with some of these other guys that have come in? I don't know. But this is what I have. Basaintha and Malgoa. We'll see. Cheating. Nope. See, you got to go with the ones that I put. The parentheses is me just saying maybe, but it don't count. What channel is the game on? It will be on ACC Network Extra, which means the ESPN app. Different length letter before them on offense. Wait, what were you referring to, Nick Polly? Different length letter. I might be reading that wrong. Let's move on. Let's move on from linebacker. Let's go to safeties. Okay. I'm going to say this is not up for debate. We are not going to debate the safeties. No way. I'm going to do this, though. Okay, obviously, we got Cam. I mean, the dude's got his name in the rafters. He's playing. What you have to remember is James Williams is probably not playing because he's still recovering from shoulder surgery. When I've seen him in practice, he's typically rocking a red jersey, maybe some very light contact, but nothing crazy. I'm probably going to have to say Markeith Williams. I have to specify because people are going to think I mean James. When the season gets here, we've already said it 100 times in the last 5 minutes. I think this might change up a little bit, not with Kinchins, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do with James. So I'm going to put Kinchins, free safety, strong safety. I'm going to go with Markeith Williams for the spring game specifically. How many touchdowns will we have combined? Or there's going to be a lot of jokes made tomorrow, Cajun Kane. A lot of jokes. What do you guys think about the safeties? Any argument there, considering James Williams is still coming off of shoulder surgery? I don't think it's going to be canceled, man. I don't think that the spring game is going to be canceled. The word is everything's a go. It's a green light. And I can't argue with that point, Rod. Corey Flagg is a rotational player and special teams player, a good for the locker room type of guy. And I think you're right. He's a guy that loves the U. His effort is unmatched, but sometimes there's somebody behind you that is just more talented. They just need time to develop and adjust to the college level. And I think that's kind of the situation that we're seeing there. Chalupa Batman! Why did I say it like that? Chalupa, let me give you a proper introduction. Chalupa Batman! Listen, you guys, I was going to say you don't know, but you might know about my man Chalupa. Big time fan of Chalupa. He's always posting player evaluations and things on Twitter, and he is a fellow anime enjoyer. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that because I feel like he's the kind of guy that we don't care what people think. We like what we like. You know what I'm saying? So, Chalupa, man, good to see you in here, bro. What we're doing is we're making a list, and it takes me about 4 times as long as most people to make a list. But we're debating on what the starting lineup is going to be for the spring game tomorrow. Because you probably heard, I know you heard, Mario talking about first-team offense versus first-team defense, best versus best. So we're trying to guess what the starting lineup is going to be given the injuries and things that the team is dealing with. And again, a lot of people are confused because they think we're making a list for the season. We're making a list specifically for tomorrow is what we're doing. And we're almost through. We're almost done here. The D-line guys, here we can look at corners. The D-line is going to be where it's a freaking toss-up given the injuries and things. I think all these guys are ready to play. Let me know if I'm wrong here. I think it's Couch, Brown. Porter? Any objections? Any injuries that I'm missing? Reasons why any of these corners would not play tomorrow? Couch, Brown, and Porter? What's up, Kyler? Good to see you, bro. Porter and Brown on the one. See, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And some of these Chalupa, I'm adding a maybe. You see the Malgoa flag thing, but I have to lock them in. So parentheses doesn't count for me. There's a bet on the line with this. So this is kind of just what I'm putting right now. We'll see. We'll see. D-line though, bro. How do we deal with the D-line for tomorrow? Okay. I've got the defensive ends up top. Why did I do it that way? Oh no. Jordan, we're not gonna mess with it. We're just gonna leave them where they are. We just need the tackles. We just need the tackles at this point. LT's not playing. LT's not playing tomorrow, as far as I know. We have the transferred Dean. We got Lichtenstein. We got Harrison Hunt. Gore is also, we got Gore, the transfer. So we got a couple transfers in there. Dean and Gore. Lichtenstein, Harrison Hunt. You wonder if Mesidor plays inside it all tomorrow. See, that's interesting, right? Because Chalupa, that's something, there was a little bit of a disagreement with the defensive ends. Because we were talking about Moss, Williams, Wayne, and Bain. We were talking about what they might try to do with Bain at some point. The defense is much more interesting than talking about the offense. Not just because of injuries and rotation and things like that. It's hard to really decide, man. I think you put Harrison Hunt in there for tomorrow. But there is a bet on the line, Chalupa. So Chris said if I get this right, that he'll send me $10. So we're trying to, and Bain, Moten and Bain. Whoa. Okay, hold up a minute. Running with the ones tomorrow for the spring game? Ooh, okay, hold on. Tell me, who else? Okay, let me see some participation. Bro, we ain't been live on this channel in 6 months. The Miami Hurricanes spring game is tomorrow night. Let me see some hype. Who you got at the defensive tackle position tomorrow? Starters. Hit me. I'm talking runner with the ones. Tomorrow night, offense marches out on the field. Other side, defense. Who is lining up against that? Who's lining up against Rivers, Cohen, Lee, Cooper, Malgoa on the other side of the ball? Who do we got? Let's see. You got Dean and Bain. Ooh, okay. Harrison Hunt and Gore. I think that one of the transfers gets some playing time because they've got the experience. Right? Maybe. Jeez, I gotta lock one in though. Okay, where did Gore come from again, and where did Dean come from again? I'm thinking of Roberts that was from Iowa, right? Bro, like if you were betting your life savings on who's starting at defensive tackle tomorrow. Purdue. Okay. Is Harrison Hunt out right now? See, and I couldn't remember 100% for sure. Hey, what's going on, Ralph? Good to see you, my friend. You had to Google that real quick. Man, it's funny, Chalupa, because I have all this knowledge in my head, and then I go live, and then I just brain fart, just instantly. So Harrison Hunt's not playing tomorrow? I guess you guys are right. Hey, help me make this list, guys. I need to make that $10, all right? Well, you've got Chance. Kelly and Chance. Okay, at defensive end. Interesting. Okay. All right. Gore. I knew this was going to take me forever. I know. See, I'm thinking that, and I'm not trying to copy you, Chalupa. With Harrison Hunt, if he's not playing, that does change things. That definitely changes things. Moten. Who else are you saying? Dean and Gore. Moten and Gore. Hold up. I got to check something. Guys, there's a bet on the line. Come on. Yeah, Harrison Hunt would be with the ones 100%. Just like I believe, I think James Williams, you find a way to put him on the field if he wasn't injured. But, you don't want to take too many chances with the spring game. It's a fan-first event, so why would you take the chance, right? You don't want these guys to get injured. That's probably the key thing for tomorrow. What do the coaches want to see tomorrow? No injuries. No injuries, bro. That's what they want to see. Nothing stupid. I don't need Don Chaney Jr. coming out for the spring game and stubbing his toe on the first handoff tomorrow. All right? I know. See, I'm checking my stuff to see if is Moten playing tomorrow.
We ballin', boy.
Javier! Welcome back to the Canes fam, Javier. I appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. I'm overthinking this so bad. Yeah, I took Harrison Hunt off. Man. So, am I locking in Moten or am I locking in Dane? Okay. Hear me out. Okay. My list, screenshot it, trash talk it, tell me I'm right, tell me I'm wrong, but that's my list. You think they'll have Chaney on a snap count? They keep saying he's running really hard in the spring. It's probably best to not let him overdo it. If they don't, Chalupa, they should. Because I'm one of those people that's pushing, saying that a healthy Don Chaney Jr., I swear, I know we hype him up every year, Chalupa. I know we do. But a healthy Don Chaney Jr. could make a push for RB1. 100% he could. A complete back. And I know that we complain about the injuries, but I'm saying that if he's healthy, a healthy Don Chaney Jr. could push for RB1 at some point in the season. 100%. So I think it's smart, given his history, that you would not play him too much tomorrow. Would definitely be on a snap count. Have to be, right? I think you have to be. Yep, and I agree, 904 Hurricane. Well said. Haven't heard a whole lot about Dean, but you have heard good things about Moten. You heard Gore is making plays. Me too. This is my list, y'all. This is my list. Yeah. I'm clapping for my own list. Let's hope it's correct. And, yeah. We'll go from there. I'm saving that bad boy. That way I can brag to Chris that we got it right. So, we're about to start the call-in portion of the show. I would just like to say that what we're going to do for the call-ins is we can just discuss the spring game, just talk about it a little bit. But what I would really like to ask you when you call in is what position group you're most looking forward to seeing tomorrow, or which position group you're most looking forward to watching battle it out tomorrow. So whether it's maybe Restrepo and Brashard fighting for that slot position, or maybe, a corner versus a specific receiver, or just a position group in general. I try to make these questions pretty kind of broad and open. That way multiple people feel comfortable calling in to discuss it. So for me, you guys are going to hate my answer because it's the most generic. Of course, Coop would say this answer. The first position group that I'm most looking forward to watching tomorrow night is the quarterbacks. Now, hear me out. The reason I say the quarterbacks is because obviously Tyler Van Dyke is QB numero uno. Nobody is going to argue against that. However, I'm impressed with the progress that we've seen in the spring from Jakari Brown. I feel like his ceiling is so high, actually higher than TVD's. So it's not that I'm saying that Jakari would jump Tyler Van Dyke. That's not the case. But I'm looking forward to watching that position group tomorrow because people argued last year with Jakari's accuracy, which was, you had a case. He could beat you with his legs, but a lot of teams were daring him to throw the ball. He has supposedly improved quite a bit on that, worked on his game, still got to work on some footwork and some various different things, but I would love to see some big-time improvement out of Jakari tomorrow because we're going to get to see him throw the ball some. Let's see what he's got. So I'm really looking forward to the QB position. And, of course, Tyler Van Dyke bouncing back from the injury. Is he going to look the same? Can he air it out? Is Dawson going to give him the opportunity to do so? Really looking forward to the quarterback position. Also, for me, probably specifically that slot receiver position. I've mentioned it multiple times, but Restrepo and Tyler Van Dyke have that connection, right? But a lot of people are arguing for Brashard Smith. So let's watch the slot position tomorrow, and honestly, tight end. Because, I've been screaming the Arroyo show, but of course he's still, recovering, battling that injury. Skinner is a freak athlete, but we also picked up the Oregon transfer McCormick. So for me, tomorrow, quarterbacks and tight end. And of course, most people are probably going to say the offensive line, right? It was Jacuzzi. We dubbed Jakari Jacuzzi. I don't know how that happened last year. It did somehow, but Jakari is known as Jacuzzi around here. We were actually even going to get a Jacuzzi emote specifically for him. He's pretty big deal around here. Pretty big deal. But of course, the O-line, obviously, seeing if they seem to gel, if there's any improvement there. Again, keeping an open mind because we are playing ourselves. It's not another team. Just don't look too much into it. Please, I'm begging you. Don't look too much into it. We'll nitpick it. We'll talk about it. I'll probably complain about it. But don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Adam says, I just want to see the O-line do good. Fair. Nothing wrong with that. Chris says, what I hear is undersized D-line versus O-line. Okay. So let's get the phone line open up. As I already said, if you guys don't mind, if you want to discuss the position group that you're most looking forward to seeing take the field tomorrow, or even a specific player, it doesn't matter. You let me know, and it can be for any reason. If you want to call in and say, Coop, I'm most looking forward to watching the receivers take the field tomorrow because I just love Jacoby George. I think he's a really cool guy, and I want to see him catch a pass tomorrow. You don't have to get all technical. It ain't got to be a bunch of football terms and all this different stuff. Just call in. Don't be shy. Come on. Nobody's got to be shy around here. We're all friends. We're all family. We'll let it read out this dono from Chris. We'll see what my man Chris has got to say. And then that phone line is going to be open up. It's looking hot already, man. We've already got 15 missed calls. Let's get you guys in here and let's talk about it. Or you just Miami football, man. As long as we're talking Miami football, I'm Gucci. I don't care. It's Jacuzzi. Chalupa. Who's Jakari? Never heard of him. Jakari Brown? You mean Jacuzzi Brown? That's my man, Jacuzzi, bro. I struggle. I'm telling you guys what. I struggle to not root hard for Jakari.
This is what it takes.
Because I feel like he...
To wear the U on the side of your
I'm
helmet.
done.
How could he be accurate when running for his life immediately following snap? Could you imagine impact on his mental state, looking over at paramedics on sideline prior to each play just to make sure they are ready?
Chris is not wrong. All right? Chris is not wrong. If I were Tyler Van Dyke or Jakari or Jake Garcia last year, I would have to be seeing a sports psychologist. I would literally be waking up in the middle of the night just seeing big defensive linemen in my face and just squishing me. It would be traumatizing. I agree 100%. My man, Chris Gaffney, coming in hot with the 1999. Thank you for the love, man. But you're right. It was really hard to properly gauge, evaluate, however you want to put it, right? Like, how can you really say one way or another? You need a Jacuzzi Brown shirt ASAP. We definitely need to make it happen. Arthur wants to see the linebackers. Yep, there's a big debate with Corey Flagg and Malgoa and some of the other guys, Arthur. So we'll see. We'll see. Defense skills, that's what I'm looking for if we're going to match up against Clemson. But see, I always find the argument interesting when we do the spring game, because since we're playing ourselves, if Tyler Van Dyke, I use this analogy already. I swear I'm about to open the phone lines, guys. If Tyler Van Dyke throws a pick, is that Tyler Van Dyke playing bad, or is that the corner or safety playing good? Now, I realize the answer is much more complicated than one or the other. There's a lot more that goes into it. I know that, but you're going to see a lot of arguments about things like this after the spring game. That's why I find the spring game so freaking funny, man. So funny. Because we dissect it so many different ways.
We don't talk about it enough, but Jake Garcia got ruined by bad protection last year too. We saw him get gun shy right before our eyes.
That man, Jake Garcia, I actually feel kind of bad for Jake Chalupa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those people that I was one of the first ones on his Twitter wishing him well whenever he went to Mizzou. I was big on Jake. We did a full live stream when he made his announcement. And, you know, I try to not promise the next Ken Dorsey or the next, you know, whatever. But I was pretty hype on him. You know, I tried to set all the TV stuff aside and whatnot. But yeah, it was rough for him, man. There were multiple times where he had to play hero ball. He got thrown in. We're down 2-3 touchdowns. Jake, here you go. Make something happen. So much pressure. Comes out, gets close, but can't make it happen a few times. Some fans dogging him because it wasn't enough. Man, it was the QB controversy, right? Like, I'm hoping that we can get past that. I hope Tyler Van Dyke stays healthy. Balls out, can be the quarterback that he was under Rhett Lashley, just even better. And then we're working on Jakari and Emery behind him. That's what we need. That's what we need. And we need them to stay. We need them to stay, man. Continue to be developed, get accustomed to this offense. Finally have an OC that's also coaching the quarterbacks. Thank freaking goodness.
What's over under on dropped asses tomorrow?
Finally got an OC that's also coaching the quarterbacks.
Hallelujah.
I don't think y'all heard it. One more time. One more time. I don't think y'all heard it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
What's the over-under on dropped asses tomorrow? For that one, Chris, I'm going to say 0. But dropped passes, on the other hand. Dropped passes. I think we take some shots to try to make the spring game fun.
To wear to you.
I'm going to say 3. 4.
Is it wrong that I am claiming SMU this year?
No. I get it. It was SMU, right? Rhett came in and poached so many of our players. My boy Rooster. My boy Rooster. That was my guy. If you're new here, Rooster hit hard, man. Rooster was like, bro, you're gonna make me tear up. Let's not even go there. Chris, thank you for the $1.99. No dropped asses tomorrow. None. Zilch. And I know Chris can take the joke. That's why I'm harping on him. Thank you for the $1.99, Chris. Thank you for the 2 on What Planet. I feel you. I might peek, okay? I might peek and see what SMU does. Okay? I might. Let's get the phone line open up. Let's go. What's going on, Alex? You guys can call Phone number's on the left-hand side of your screen, 865-229-4131. Give me a call and tell me which position group you're most looking forward to watching take the field tomorrow. Why did I say it like that? That made no sense. You know what I'm talking about. Jeez Louise, man. I'm just ready for tomorrow. Bro. Introducing a man that needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyways. This man tailgates on Hurricane Lane. I've heard it's lit. Pretty wild. An experience like no other. My good friend, Joy Page. Come on, y'all know who it is.
What is going on, dude?
Now, here's the thing, Jordan. You and I have talked some off stream.
Yeah.
Right? We've texted back and forth. But we've not talked in a live stream since December, Jordan. This feels good.
I know.
I needed this.
It does.
I'm going to be honest. I appreciate each and every person that's taking time to call tonight, to watch, to hang out. Because I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not looking for pity. But how do I even put this without... Like, life's been rough. Life's been pretty rough.
Yeah,
And this is just nice, man. This is nice.
It is. As much as I enjoy your show and appreciate what you do, but it's just all these other cool cats out in the chat there, the family. That's who I miss a lot too.
Bingo.
It's just getting back together with everybody.
Yep, exactly. And we can't take this kind of stuff for granted, man. I know that some of you guys know Golden Blue Dude. He covered West Virginia football, and he passed away. What is that? That's been about a week ago. He was 40 years old, had 13,000 subscribers on YouTube, was just climbing the ranks, blowing up. He was posting videos 7 days a week, and he had an illness that he didn't talk about a lot on stream, and he passed away. So we just can't take this stuff for granted, man.
But anyway, dude, I just got through eating some of them boiled crawfish a couple hours ago, sitting here watching your show. Anyway,
can you at least tell me that my list making skills did improve?
Oh, most definitely.
Let's go. Okay.
Most definitely. But I think Chris's spell check needs to be updated, but that was friggin' hilarious. That was the moment of the season.
I'm trying to decide if it was spell check or if he was just trying to be funny. He said spell check, but I also know Chris, so I don't know.
I mean, that outdoes the 80% thing he went off on.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped asses. Nah, but anyway, like everybody said, it's good to be back. But the one thing I'm interested in is the O-line and the defensive backs.
Fair.
And of course, depending on who the defensive line is, am I not talking loud enough?
No.
Okay?
I was checking because since I've not streamed in like 6 months, I'll be honest, Jordan.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to retweak my equipment, so I'm just making sure the audio levels are Gucci.
Oh,
so.
Okay, cool. But no, I just like to see the O-line, see what kind of cohesion they have. Hopefully, we can have less than 3 guys get injured tomorrow night on the O-line. But and then with the defensive backs, I hope they're all on the same play. Communication, the same stuff we've seen,
Yeah, I mean,
I think
we had a lot of guys getting burned last year. I know that some of those guys are gone, but that was a recurring theme. I know it's a different, defense and all these various different things, but it still stings a little from last year. I got some PTSD from those bombs that MTSU dropped on us, right?
Yeah, it is what it is, but I think as far as everything else, it'll take care of itself. We got a lot of good young talent coming up, and I'm sure by the third quarter, we'll probably want to fire at least 3 coaches and probably want to go ahead and say there's a quarterback controversy, and it's going to be crazy. A lot of people. I mean, it's cool if you take this serious in the spring game. That's fine, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing. But me, I'm just wanting to see them just get out there and play some ball, before the fall hits.
Yeah, I really think, again, that I really think that maybe when I posted that video, I titled it wrong or I worded it wrong. I never meant, my intent was never to downplay the spring game. I just really think that the coaches can see just as much, if not more, from the closed scrimmages and just treat it like an actual game, and evaluate the players and go back and watch the tape. And they'll do that with the actual spring game as well. But like I said, it is just funny. And here's what's even funnier, though, Jordan. We're talking about people nitpicking this guy getting fired and this guy doing it. And what's funny is probably on Saturday, I'll end up posting a video about this player stood out and looked really good. He's playing. So, I can't really say anything, but
start that Heisman hype in April.
Yep. We're all trying to we want to talk Miami Hurricanes football. We're trying to, stir up anything we can.
Yeah. But anyway, that's about it. I'm going to keep it short. I won't ramble too long. I really love to hear from Chalupa. I found that dude a couple of weeks ago, and with a name like Chalupa, come on, man, we got to get him in here, bro.
How could you not like him? You know what I mean?
I know.
Come on.
I mean, I've heard him on the You Heard podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I really like him.
With Joe and Ben?
I like him.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I like him. A matter of fact, truth be told, I learned about Joe and Ben on the Wholesome Ones last show the other night.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I saw you in the chat.
And I mean, it's amazing the shows that are out there and the guys like y'all that are doing this stuff. It's just there's so much good stuff out there, man.
On the side of your helmet.
80% sure half of Miami
that's it.
fans
I'm gonna get on off. I'm gonna let somebody get on there. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow, dude.
Hey, Jordan.
Missed you too, Jordan.
As always, you know that it's a pleasure. Chris just donated $4.99 and said that he missed you. So I wanted to let you know that before we got off the phone line.
Oh, look, man, it's all gonna come back together.
It will.
Because it's gonna make us stronger. We're gonna be all right, bro.
Absolutely, Jordan. Man, it's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to elaborate on this because I don't know how much you want me to, but I wanted to thank you in person for what you did the other day. You know what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking or what we're talking about. Yeah. So thank you for that. Seriously, I wanted to be able to thank you on the phone. So.
Hey, man, I thank you, man. I love you, brother. I love the family, and we'll see each other one day. But until then,
this year we got to link up somehow. Even if it's me taking the long way and passing through Louisiana and visiting Hurricane Lane, you can bull me up some kind of Cajun something, and then I'll head on down to South Florida. How about it? We'll do something.
We'll do something. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, definitely. It's all right, Jordan.
Dude.
I appreciate you.
Take it easy, bro. Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. My man, Jordan, man. Jordan's just a good, genuine dude. Like, for real. Like, set the football stuff aside. Jordan's somebody I could just, go hang out with. I'm serious. Chris Gaffney, thank you so much for the $4.99 during Jordan's phone call there. I want to read it out loud again just in case. What did it say?
This is what it take.
Oh, it's not going to read it? Let me see if it reads it.
Your helmet.
It didn't read it again. Okay, I'll read it again just in case anybody missed it. 80% sure half of Miami fans will expect national championship this year. First 80% of 2023. Missed you too, Jordan. Yeah, I know. It's going to either be the predictions tomorrow, Chris. It's not going to be in the middle, right? Miami fans, we don't know how to do middle of the road. It's either national championship caliber team after tomorrow or another 5-7 season after tomorrow. You don't get to go in the middle. It's one or the other, period. That's what Miami fans do. We overreact to everything. It's in our DNA. It's just facts. I'm sorry. You don't get a choice. Glenn Guerra, Canes fan membership 4 months in a row. Coop, glad you're back. I'm glad to see your face in here again, Glenn. I mean, maybe everybody said peace out to Coop. Coop ain't uploading no content. I'm out of here. I appreciate everybody popping back in and hanging out, man. I really do. It's the off season, so things are a little more chill and low key. You know, when we go live during the season, we'll have 300, 400, 500. We've had up to 1,000 people in a live stream before. It's the off season, so there are a lot of people that turn all this stuff off in the off season. Like some of us are diehards, and I'm not judging anyone's level of fandom. I'm not the fan police. But I'm saying there are some people that keep up with recruiting. They follow the spring practices and the spring game and the summer camps and the fall camps. There's also a portion of the fan base that says, I will tune in week 1 when Miami plays and the 2023 season starts. And that's okay too, you know? Next time you got to do a simulated spring game, that would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to do. Chalupa, let me know your area code, because what I do is I actually save people's number in my contact list after we have a conversation. That way I can address you properly when you call in, and I can make sure that I look out for your call, bro. So just let me know your area code. Don't put your whole phone number in there. I know that you wouldn't do that, but some people made the mistake of doing that one time, Chalupa, and people were like blowing their phone up, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, let's get it open back up. Everybody wants to hear what the people have to say, not what Coop has to say. I've been running my mouth for 2 hours already. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Position group you're looking forward to seeing the most tomorrow night. Give me a call, 865-229-4131. Come on now. Next man up, or gal. Could be a girl. I don't know. Yo, yo, yo. Who we got on the line tonight?
It's CB. It's Chalupa, bro.
Chalupa! My man.
What's up, bro? How you doing tonight?
Yo, we gotta give you a bit of an introduction. I need you to tell the people about Chalupa, man, because here's the thing. I've learned over the years that I just assumed that everyone was on Twitter, and they're not. Man,
that's basically what happened.
Bro, listen, all the Miami coaches are liking your evaluations and retweeting, and I'm seeing all these combos about it and the research and stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
Can I ask you one question real quick?
What you got?
Where do you find the energy to go work? And then I see you posting about recruits at midnight and 1 a.m., bro. How do you do it?
All right.
Mountain Dew?
So
what is it? What's the secret?
Monster, and a lot of coffee, bro.
Okay.
Monster and a lot of coffee. So I used to write for a sports website called Full Scale Sports.
Okay.
About 8 years ago, and I did a lot of covering the NFL draft and stuff like that. We did internet radio, but I've always just had a passion for studying the game. Like even when I played, when I was in 7th grade, I made my own plays. We ran my own plays in 7th grade. I've always been one of those dudes that like I'm on YouTube at midnight watching all throws from some quarterback that no one's heard of, but somebody says he can spin it, so I'm spending 30 minutes just because I enjoy watching it.
Hey, here's what I'll do, and I know that you might get upset when I do this, but that's okay. I don't care to make people mad. I'm gonna link Chalupa's Twitter in the chat, and you guys, if you are a diehard Miami Hurricanes fan, you got to check out the Chalupa's Twitter, because the dude, I'm telling you guys, he has coaches, Miami coaches, recognizing the stuff that he's posting up there on social media. So give him a follow, man. Check him out.
I am beyond blown away about that. By the way, it's probably one of the crazier things ever, because I've been a Canes fan since I can remember. I didn't really know what they did at first. My dad was a Notre Dame fan, and I saw Notre Dame playing Miami, and I was like, oh, they're cool. They look cool. I like the colors.
Yeah, how did that happen? Dad, Notre Dame fan?
Dad grew up poor, and all they had was regular TV, and Notre Dame was faithful every Saturday. So that's the first thing he can remember.
So
when I was a kid, he tried to get me to like Notre Dame, but I didn't care much about football. I was like 5, dude. I didn't care. But they were playing Miami, and I was like, I like their colors. And Dad was like, we don't like them. They're the bad boys. They dance, they talk mess. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of everything I think I like. So I was like, I like them. So ever since then, he was okay with it because he's a Cowboys fan. So he was like, well, Michael Everett went to Miami. So if you like Miami, then you're a Cowboys fan. And then my dad would tell me how good they were. And then when I was around 9, he was like, you need to start watching this team that you say you like. They're really good. And I started watching them. He showed me Ken Dorsey, dude. And when he showed me Ken Dorsey with the long, baggy white sleeves,
yeah,
that was it. I was hooked.
Now what happened, Chalupa? It's been downhill ever since.
Well, there were the
Not
Kyle Wright
really.
years, and
It's
we
been
don't
up and
talk
down.
about it.
Yeah.
We don't. There's some things we don't talk, but we're excited about this team. The energy of this team has been amazing. Like it just seems like guys are happy, guys are enjoying playing football. You can hear the excitement from them. I don't. We're not going undefeated this year. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you can tell that Mario is building something special, something that coaches want to be there for, the kids want to be there for. These recruits, they're showing up by the dozens. He's building something here.
There are going to be another thing we didn't talk about is there are going to be some recruits at the spring game tomorrow. So we need the fans that can make it to bring the energy. Show them that we're excited, that we're hyped about the Canes, man, and we're ready and willing to support. That's huge.
Now, I'll get to my position group. The position group I'm most excited for to see, to be honest, are the DBs. Mostly because I feel like that's the position group that we struggled with quite a bit last year. I think everyone's a little nervous about the corners. We want to see how they're going to do this year. We got a couple of transfers. We got Terry Robertson. We got Devontae Brown in. It looks like Marquise Williams has been all over the field in the spring, so I'm excited to see what he does. You know, you want to see has Chris Graves taking that next step. I think we're all a little nervous about the back end, not necessarily Cam or James, but we want to see what these corners look like. And if Coach Dawson's going to go vertical, it's going to be a great test for them. We'll be able to see how are they going to hold up. You know, we got some burners this year. Robbie's really quick. Ray's insanely electric. So I'm interested to see how the corners hold up, not just the first team corners, the second ones as well.
You know, and that Chalupa brings up a good point here that I don't see people talk about very often either, is the fact that by changing up the offense, that could also help our defense greatly, right? I mean, our defense was playing against that Josh Gaddis offense last year. So we were going up against some of these other offenses being like, what is this? So now if we actually are going vertical more often, it's a faster paced offense. It's good for the defense. So iron sharpens iron, right? So
yeah, and just having someone like Robbie to go against in practice that can take the top off. They haven't even had a guy in practice that can do that. So now that there are guys in practice right now that if you don't bring it, Ray's coming trying to earn a spot.
That's what
so
we
if
need,
one of those
bro.
corners shows up in the spring and he's not feeling it that day, he's going to get cooked. These kids are coming to play.
Yeah, that's what we need, man.
Yes, sir.
So most looking forward to checking out the DBs tomorrow with Chalupa.
Definitely.
Now, I do want to ask you, are you on this, because we've had some conversations back and forth a little bit. Are you on this Jakari hype train with me, or am I running this thing alone?
know I am. No, you know I am.
Let's go.
You know I am. As a matter of fact, one day it got real negative on Twitter, so I put out a whole long tweet about him. But he was not supposed to play last year. He was a true freshman, and his job last year was to watch, learn, maybe get a little bit of mop-up duty, and redshirt. This is really supposed to be his first year on the field. We know he has a talent. He has the raw arm talent you want. He has the athleticism that you can't buy, coach, or teach. All it is getting his fundamentals down, and I trust Shannon Dawson to do that. If you don't believe me, look up Clayton Tune. Watch Clayton Tune.
Clayton Tune?
Watch Clayton Tune. Yes,
Okay.
the kid from Houston. Watch him and tell me Shannon Dawson won't be okay with Jacory when you watch him. He's a dual threat quarterback, but he's not Jacory. Or Jacuzzi. I gotta call him Jacuzzi.
I didn't know who you were talking about the whole time, Chalupa. I
yeah,
got you. Jacuzzi. Okay, I got you.
It's a completely different kid. We're talking about Jacuzzi. I think he's gonna light it up. As a matter of fact, that last close scrimmage, Bruce Warner was saying that Jacuzzi actually looked better than TVD.
I have again, same thing where we were talking at the beginning of the stream. I'm not in South Florida, but I have a lot of people who send me clips from the practices. I had a couple of donors who had said, Coop, do you want to come down, view some of the practices with the media and all this stuff? And I just couldn't make it happen because I had the surgeries and all that stuff. But what I'm getting at is they were telling me, Coop, like, I can't believe the improvement I'm seeing out of this guy. And I'm like, really? Like, and they were sending me some clips of stuff and I was like, man, like I was already hyped. I was already hyped, bro.
The video that the team posted of that bomb that Robbie caught, everybody start the beginning of that video again. That's Jacory throwing that ball. That's not TVD. And that was an absolute dime. You could not cover him better on that play.
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited too, bro. I can't wait.
I'm really, really embracing the wait and see approach this season, but I am excited with the direction. I am. And we all have to be willing to at least acknowledge that Mario Cristobal was willing to make those changes that he did. It's not easy to come in after the first year and say, you know what, this didn't work. Maybe I screwed up, hired the wrong people, and you bring in a new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, along with several other position coaches and analysts and all that good stuff. And the reason why
he knew he was going to hear about it.
Yeah, and I harp on it because one of the big things with Mario was everyone talking about his stubbornness. Oh, well, he's not going to do this and not going to do that. That's Mario. He made the changes. There's still the argument everyone always makes because we're not afraid to address like negativity and stuff around here. We openly talk about it and discuss it. A lot of people talk about Mario wanting to handcuff the offensive coordinator and these different things. We'll see what happens this year.
Well, do you remember what happened when Shannon Dawson's name started to get floated around? Oh, there's no way Mario's hiring an air raid guy. There's no way he's hiring a guy that runs the air raid, which it's not a true air raid, but even then, just his name being mentioned, it was no way. Mario's too stubborn. Mario wants to run the football. He wants balance. That does not mean Mario wants 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It means he wants balance. There's a difference.
Can I be honest, Chalupa?
Yep.
I was one of those people.
You didn't think so? You didn't think we were getting Dawson at all?
No way, bro. I was one of those people. We were doing the streams. We would argue this. I do this series called Late Night Real Talk, and sometimes we're live till 3 or 4 a.m. on Sunday night. And I was one of those people that was like,
that's gonna be fun.
We're just wanting to get rid of Gaddis just to bring in Gaddis 2.0. And I'm guilty. Guilty. That was me.
I got worried a little bit because he does things so quietly, bro. You don't know what the man's doing. And it got so quiet with the OC search, and I was thinking, it's quiet because they think we're going to hate him. Like, it's quiet because it's going to be somebody that they think we're going to hate. But it's quiet because apparently that's just how he likes to move.
Yeah. And I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong, especially when it means something good happened. I'll definitely admit it then, So,
well, we all, I'm not gonna lie. When we were like air raid, I'm thinking, oh, that'd be fun, but there's no way. But then when you listen to Coach Dawson talk, you understand why Mario likes him so much, because he does air it out. He is explosive, but he does balance his offense out, and he does like running the football a bit.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully if the O-line gels the way we want it to, Maryville can work his magic. We've got a good stable of backs if everyone's healthy. So
not only that, we got 2 coming in the fall.
Yeah, true. Not everybody's not here yet.
When Mark Fletcher gets here, whew, I can't wait to see that kid in a Canes uniform. Even if Chris Johnson doesn't make an impact this year, just having Parrish, Chaney, and Fletcher to take some carries off of Chaney so we don't overwork him, I'm really excited about our run game.
Me too, man. Me too. I hope they can get it together. I hope so. Chalupa,
You and me both.
my man.
Thanks for having me on, bro. I appreciate it.
Yep, I will save your number in my contacts list. That way I know whenever you're calling next time. You guys, again, I'll link Chalupa's Twitter down in the live chat. Be sure to give him a follow if you're a ride or die diehard Canes fan. And my man, first time calling into the show. I appreciate you. Appreciate the love and the support. And let's have a good time tomorrow. Let's enjoy the spring game.
Thank you, bro. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be in your live for the spring game, too. We're going to enjoy that together.
I'm going to give the people what they want, and the people are telling me they want the siren. So if we're cranking the siren for the spring game touchdowns, if we get the comps called on us tomorrow, if this goes into like 8, 9, 10 p.m., it is what it is. All right? I'm ready to be excited for Canes football again. So we'll make it happen.
I'm here for it, bro.
So, all right, man. I appreciate you.
Have a good night, bro.
All right, you too. All right, bye-bye. You thought I broke the siren? No. I mean, I did beat it with a baseball bat one time, and it fell over. But we're good. It didn't break it. Good call. Yeah, man. Chalupa is good people. For real, y'all. Like, it's just one of those things. I don't try to give anyone special treatment, so to say, over anyone else. It's just sometimes you just kind of, things just click with people. You know what I mean? Chalupa's a guy that he likes sports and anime and video games. Coop likes sports, anime, and video games. We have a lot extra in common that's not just football. You know what I'm saying? John Shields in the building. What's up? It's good to see you, John. Keldon. Seeing some familiar faces. You guys are making my night, just so you know. Just even hanging out's making my night. I do need to give a couple of shout-outs before we move on to the next caller, and I'll get you guys in here. Traveling Fools, 17-month Canes fan membership. Been around for a long time. And I was fortunate enough to meet Traveling Fools in person as well. Really, really good dude. He said, smash that thumbs up, join the show, show some love, and go Canes. Let's go, bro. I appreciate that, man. And then Traveling Fools also gifted a membership. You can gift the membership? I swear this is not like reverse psychology for me to try to get other people to do it. Like you can gift other people Canes fan memberships? Did I know that? I did. Who did you gift it to? Edward! Yo! Wait a minute! Is this is this Edward like Edward the Clemson fan? Because that would be great. I mean, Edward is good people. Like, is this Edward like the Clemson fan Edward who is now a Canes fan member? Slowly converting him, guys. It's going to take some time. Be patient. It's like when you're trying to feed that stray cat. You know what I mean? And every day it inches closer and closer, and you just leave a little trail of cat food, little cat treats. Slowly, guys, we're making it happen. He now has a U by his name. It's only a matter of time. Traveling Fools, thank you so much. Helping the fam out, gifting a membership to Edward. I love it. What does Traveling Fools sound like in real life? A radio host. 100% a radio host. I don't know how that man, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. Tropigal sent me the pic of us meeting at Hard Rock Stadium. Check this out. Let's see if I can get it to show. At the FSU game last year. Tropigal was so freaking nice. Let me turn off the there we go. Me and Tropigal linking up at Hard Rock Stadium. I was able to give you one of the Coach Coop Cane for Life bracelets, wasn't I? I think she got my last one. I had one more left on my wrist, and it was my personal one. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm out, but I have mine that I'm wearing. And she was like, sold. I'll take it. But yeah, that's Tropigal. That's Tropigal, man. That's awesome. See, it's so cool, guys. We don't just do this virtually, man. Like, we link up, we meet in person. Is this you? Wait, University of Miami Mechanical Engineering. Is this you or your daughter? You want me to show that? Can I show that? Let me ask first. I need to ask for permission. I need to ask for permission first if I show that, because that is your kid. So I didn't want to show it unless I can show that? Okay. Good. You just got to be careful, you know. And then Tropigal's daughter made it into the University of Miami Mechanical Engineering. I'm going to clap it up again. That's huge. That's huge, Tropigal. Thank you for sending those over. I have it on my desktop somewhere. I can't find it at the moment. Probably because I'm so scatterbrained trying to stream. Thank you for that. Yeah, is PG popping up tonight? Edward, I've been appreciating you hanging out. Have you been enjoying those? I'm into everything. I'm into everything, bro. Yeah, mechanical engineering at Miami on top of it. Woo! Canes today, what's up, man? Good to see you. Now I got your number. True. So let me save your number also, Tropigal. In case you want to call in and celebrate after we do some big time things this season, you know, or maybe vent when things go wrong. Let's get the phone line open back up. You guys can call in 865-229-4131. Let me know the position group that you're most looking forward to seeing take the field tomorrow night. And then don't forget that we are going to be live for the spring game tomorrow. Should be a really, really good time. Let's see.
Hello?
We now have my man, Ace Productions, otherwise known as Cajun
What's
Kane.
up?
What's up? We've
How you
had
been?
two Cajuns on the line tonight. What's up with that?
Oh, I can hear you. Now I can.
We got the OC from Louisiana. We got the DC from Louisiana. Jordan, Louisiana. We got Cajun Kane.
We got everybody here.
Everybody. What's up with you, man?
Nothing much. Just waiting for you to come back. Really. I was waiting on that first video back.
I've been seeing your videos.
Oh yeah, I got back to it too.
Good. Keep at it. Just keep grinding away, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what are you
talk
thinking?
about mind if I go ahead and talk about what I want to see from the game tomorrow?
Let's go.
The first thing I want to see tomorrow is our receivers get vertical and get down the field and catch the balls, and also not force too many turnovers, because that was really the key that would kill us during games, was we would have turnovers and then we wouldn't capitalize off of them. And then on offense, we weren't really reading defense as well. So I think what we need to do is play our game. I know we're just playing against each other, but
right.
We need to play like how we would play if we were playing an opponent.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see the players come out and treat it like an actual game. That's the idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, you still want to see like a sense of urgency. You want to see guys giving 100%. This is an opportunity to show out in front of the fans, but also to impress the coaches some. Like I said, I know you can see the same thing from close scrimmages, but you know they're going to go back and watch the tape. They're gonna look at the technique. They're gonna see who's out there making plays in front of the crowd.
Yeah. Oh man, it's glad to see you back.
Yeah, man, I miss it. I'm telling you, this stuff really is. It sounds so funny, but it is almost like therapy to an extent. To come on here, I have people all the time, and man, I'm getting way sidetracked. But hear me out for a second. When you have a platform, you get a lot of hate. I have people bash me on Facebook, on Canes Insight forums. Who's this loser? Who's this geek talking Miami football? He doesn't represent the fan base. We don't claim him. When what I find funny is all I'm trying to do is provide a community where everyone can hang out and talk college football, specifically Miami Hurricanes football. Yeah. So I've never understood, you can even not like me, but you could still enjoy hanging out and having conversations with people about Canes football, because your voice does matter. Here's the thing, whether you like me or not, this is not to boast, but your voice is heard by thousands of people on this channel. Think about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an opportunity for people to come on here and vent when we lose and talk about what they would like to see. And, you know, they can be like, hey, I told you that guy should have been starting because, look, now they put him in and he's balling out.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things I've never understood why people hate the idea of just trying to create a community for people, you know? Anyways, I'm getting way sidetracked. Let me ask you something.
All right.
You're talking about you want to see the receivers get vertical tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you think about my starting 3 that I have picked for tomorrow? Do you think that's pretty solid? I got Colby Young, Restrepo, and George. What do you think about those 3? You think that's a pretty solid pick?
Solid. That's solid.
No disagreements, no arguing.
No
That's what you're going
disagreements. I think that's solid right there.
Yeah, I think that's who rolls with the ones tomorrow. I realize that I'm not really thinking outside the box, but that just makes the most sense based off of what we've heard. Obviously, Young is that guy with another off season, you know, at Miami with that strength and conditioning program. He looks noticeably bigger. They've said he's gotten stronger, faster. Restrepo was the guy last year until he got injured. That kind of messed everything up. And then I'm hearing really good things about George. So,
yeah, I really think George and Restrepo gonna ball out tomorrow. I really think Curry, when he gets in the game, I think he's gonna go lights out.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to I want them to give Jakari several opportunities to throw the ball downfield tomorrow also, just to kind of get a look at his accuracy. Like, I know we already discussed it, but I would like to see him throw the ball around a bit tomorrow. I don't want Jakari to come in and just hand the ball off every play.
Right. But like, he's got his legs too, so like he's got both. From what I've heard, he's got both now. He's got both problems for defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can run and he can apparently throw the ball deep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got an arm. It was more so just the accuracy.
Well, I know he got an arm. Like, he just needed to work on that accuracy a little bit more.
And it is interesting. Edwards talking about TVD throwing the ball to X 15 times tomorrow. Now, they did say they asked Tyler Van Dyke if there was any other receiver that he felt like he had built up a really good, like, close relationship with other than Restrepo, because that's the obvious answer, right? Being roommates and going back and stuff. But his answer,
that roommate connection.
His answer was Colby Young. So, big body guy, man, ready to make some plays. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I'll be in the stream tomorrow too.
All right, man, we're gonna have a good time. Cajun Kane, do you want me to change your name from Ace Productions to Cajun Kane? What do you prefer?
I mean, I don't care whichever one you want to put me as.
Okay, well, I always remember the OG name, the Ace Productions, but we'll just call you both to keep it safe.
All right.
All right, bro. I appreciate you calling in, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow night, and we'll just have a good time.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, bro.
Hey, Big Vol Daddy. What's up, man? How you doing tonight? Greetings from another good part of the state. Tennessee is just a beautiful state, man. We had this conversation earlier in the stream. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I know it sounds weird coming from a Miami fan, but I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I just freaking love it here, man. I love it here. I'm ready to see what we look like. I know,
This is
Chris.
what it take.
I know, man. I know it's just a spring game. I know, bro. I know.
I have to run, but had a blast. See you tomorrow and welcome back.
My man. Why did I have a feeling that Chris was going to come in here with a bang? You know what I'm saying? I know, Jordan. I know. I was like, Chris is going to come in here like Chris is that guy that comes in, right? Everybody's just chilling, right? Everybody's chilling at the party, and they're just like, yeah, we're mingling. We're casually talking Canes football. You know what I mean? We're all hanging out. It's getting late. Some people got to work tomorrow. Chris comes up. This is Chris, right? Yo, guys, what's up? Let's go. Chris is like, what? Yo, bro. Yo, let's stir the pot, man. What about this? Let's bet this. Who can tell me this? Like, I just love Chris, man. I love Chris, bro. Chris, thank you so much for the 99. What else can I say? what else can I even say? I will sit you atop your throne, Chris. I hope that you have a good rest of your night. I foresee many bets in the future, Chris. Many bets in future streams, and we're just gonna have a blast, man. This is gonna be the year. It might not be the year that the Canes win a national championship, but this is gonna be the year that we just pop off and we have the most fun we've ever had on this channel and in this community ever. I've been doing this for this is 7 years. 2023 is 7 years that I've been covering the Canes here on YouTube, and this is going to be the biggest, craziest year yet. You thought making it up on SEC Network and ESPN was huge? That was like right here. We're taking it to like right here. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah, it's good to see BVD in the chat, man. It is. He kicked the door down going out. All right, guys, have a good night. I'm leaving. Kicks the door down and heads out. Hey, bro, could you not have just opened it and left? Like, now you're gone and we have to replace the door. Like, come on, bro. Did you really have to kick it down? Jeez. So excited for this year, bro, especially because of the community you've created. Games and post games are going to be so dope. It's crazy, Chalupa. It is crazy. I'm telling you, like I am super thankful for everyone here. But I'm just telling you that when the season kicks off, it's hundreds and hundreds of people in here at a time. The chat moves so fast, you can't read it. You can't keep up, man. Hopefully I don't have to break out the garbage can, though. Never feel obligated, Tropical, to become a member. Please don't ever feel obligated to donate, become a member, any of that good stuff. I just appreciate the company and hanging out. I promise you. It's not reverse psychology. I'm not lying to you. I promise you. Promise you. And the thing is, man, you're doing like the social media for the You Heard podcast and all that stuff. Bro, it's going to pop off. I'm telling you, Chalupa, it's going to pop off, man. My man and good friend, Javier. What's up, Javier?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
It's the reunion of the voices of the Kings fam.
Yeah, man. Hey, were you around when that was a thing, when they do the "What up"? Were you around for that?
Yeah.
You were?
I remember that.
When you call from now on, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see Javier and I'm gonna go, "What up?
What's up?
What up?
What's up?"
What's funny, Javier, is some people have no idea what we're talking about and they think we're both absolutely crazy. And they couldn't be more right.
I know, man. We still on that high dosage of the medication thing that they gave us for our surgeries, bro.
Yep. Yeah, man. Still feeling it a month later.
We're still high. We're still feeling the effect.
I'm just floating, bro. Hanging out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad I able to call in, bro, to, make you feel like it was last year, man. Like we were all talking and giving our input.
Yeah,
giving it a good friend and family atmosphere, Kings fam. So I just want to say hi to all the Kings family, Jordan, Melissa, everybody out there. H Production, everybody. You know,
we're family, bro. Period.
Yeah, man. This thing will not be what it is, man, if it ain't you on it, bro. I pay for good content, bro, so I expect good content all the time.
Hey, how about this, Javier? A diss track for every game this season. How about it?
Yes, sir.
Is that not what the people want? I'm seeing no excitement. Fine. I offered, Javier. I offered a diss track for every game, and there was no response. Oh, well. But, man, Javier, what position group are you most looking forward to watching tomorrow?
Like I said, man, defense, bro. I'm looking forward to see how the defense is going to play. If they can do pick six on TVD on any quarterback, then we know we're in the right direction, bro.
Wait, Javier.
The QB can pass through the defense, then the defense got to step it up some more.
Now, Javier, does that mean that Tyler Van Dyke is bad, or does that mean the defense is good?
Defense is good, and TVD got to step it up, bro.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
He got to get past him as a veteran, bro. He has to get past the new players on the defense, and if he's not doing so well, bro, you know, I knew it all along that we had to move from him.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we just need to see guys making plays all over the field on both sides of the ball, right? Like it's a give and take, man. We're competing. So
I mean, you know, you're just as good as you put your effort on the field. So, you know, like every team says, you know, we can only beat ourselves. So they can only beat themselves, man, in these practices and, you know, starting in the regular season. But, you know, it's like what I mentioned when they started doing the transfers. You know, there was a clean house, and then from there we're gonna have a clean house on the coaching staff. You know, try to stay unpredictable. You know, things like that, bro. I mean, this is Mario's team, and I'm all for Mario, whatever he's doing. You know, in Mario, I believe in. So we'll see what happens. But
you know, I think it's fair.
It starts with the big thing.
I think it's fair to say that right now because it's only Mario's second year. I don't think that anyone is giving him a pass for 2022. We were very harsh and critical, you know? But I think it's still fair to say, you know what? We've got to perform. Money doesn't automatically equal wins, but he is being paid a lot. You know, the program is dumping money into or the university is dumping money into the football program. So we do need to see a jump this year. Rather, you know, maybe it's just winning two more games and going to a bowl game.
Like a game behind catching up to the ACC shit, bro.
Yeah, we got to see some progress this year. And it's okay to be critical, but still also say, you know what? I believe in that guy. And I think he's taking us in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Mario as a player only, not in person, but I have seen him play, on TV and so forth. He knows what's up. He knows what it needs to be done, and he's doing it, bro. He's not just selling us smoke. He's actually getting it done, bro, by, cleaning the house. It's like what he said. If you want to be here, you be here. If not, then you can always tell your mom to come pick you up.
Yep. And I've always said that I think that Mario was more of the long-term solution for the football program. Like, there are other coaches, I'm just being honest. It's easy to say this now, but there are other coaches we could have hired that maybe would have had more instant success last year. But do you want the one or two and done? I'm not talking national championship. It would have took way more to make something like that happen. But, maybe winning like 8 games, 10 games last year or something. But Mario's the guy that he's going to be here long term. And you have to think more than, I will get too deep in that conversation. I'm going to stop myself there.
Yeah.
Javier?
Shula didn't do it in the year either, Howard Schellenberger. He didn't do it in the year. It took him a couple of years, 3 years. So nothing gets done within a year, from 1 year to the next, bro. But
right.
We did great on the recruiting. So let's see that on paper. Let's see that on the field. See how it goes. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for what's gonna happen, bro. Like I said, I don't sell this team short. I'm a big fan. Diehard fan,
I know you are.
There's some fans that are good. There's some fans that are, wobbly. But I'm a diehard fan, bro.
Well,
I'm not a poser, bro.
Listen, if anybody in here is a diehard fan and they don't need to try to prove it, it's you, Javier. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. So it's like, I really am happy on this team, man. And nothing but a game away short from catching the ACC ship will be my expectations, bro.
For this year?
This year.
Okay.
This 2023, man.
All right.
One game, one scenario behind from getting the ACC ship.
All right. Javier, my man, I appreciate you for calling in tonight, being a part of the first stream back in almost, heck, I don't even know, 5 or 6 months. And I thank you for sticking around, because I'm sure there are a lot of people that left and thought maybe I was never coming back or something. So I appreciate you sticking with me, bro.
I'm sticking with you through the thick of thing, bro. Through the thick of thing. You know, I have some financial situations because of the holidays, but I'm back on the subscription. But, you know, like I said, man, nobody's obligated, but we do it out of love.
Listen, though, bro, just never feel obligated to do that, all right? Just promise me that. Never feel obligated to be a member, donate, any of that stuff, all right?
Yeah.
But I appreciate it, man.
It's my way to add some of that cool emojis you got there, bro. That's the only way I'm doing it, bro.
We're going to mix it up this year.
Cool emojis.
Hey, you know, I redo everything every season. I'm going to have a new intro this season. We're going to have new emotes, new skits, new props, new all kinds of stuff. I rework the channel every season. It's just it's too early since it's only April. But coming up in the season, it's going to be lit, man. It'll be crazy.
Can't wait, bro. Can't wait to see what you got coming up, man.
Hey, appreciate you, Javier, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks love, man. Thanks love to all the family that's watching and listening.
Yep. Hey, I appreciate you so much, Javier.
Let's go, King.
All right, see you later. My man Javier. Javier is a good dude, bro. Javier is a diehard. I don't know if y'all understand. Like, I feel like Javier wakes up and he thinks about Miami Hurricanes football. Javier goes and makes himself breakfast. I don't know, a Pop-Tart, waffle, whatever it might be. And while he's chewing that food, he's thinking Miami Hurricanes football. Javier, later in the day, goes to have lunch. He's thinking Miami football. Javier goes to the bathroom, like we all must do, and he's thinking Miami Hurricanes football. That's Javier. It is what it is. Greg, what's going on? My man Greg, it is good to see you in here. Greg, I think you were here. No, Greg, you might have commented on my Twitter post. I think you commented on my Twitter post saying you were going to be here, and you are, in fact, here. I appreciate that, Greg. How you doing, my man? The Mario movie was fire. It was good, bro. It was good. Really, really good. You just realized something. Jacuzzi is going to have Robbie and Ray Ray on his team tomorrow. That could be pretty special, right? It's going to be cool because with Mario saying they're not really going to mix the 1s and 2s very much. You know, first team offense versus first team defense. They might mix the 2s and 3s and stuff, but who knows? They might change their mind come game time tomorrow. But it will be interesting to kind of get a peek at what would kind of technically be the future of the program. And some of these guys might crack the starting rotation at some point this year. But I'm just saying you're seeing kind of those future generations of Canes that could be starters coming up, right? And seeing them take the field, seeing what kind of connection they have and what they can do, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting, man. So we're going to take a few more phone calls, and then we'll wrap this thing up for tonight. We're not going too in-depth tonight. I want to prep for the game tomorrow. Again, another reminder, you guys are going to get sick and tired of hearing me say it. We are going to be live for the spring game tomorrow. I cannot promise that I'll have links. I just can't because I don't know that anyone's going to stream it since it's on ACC Network Extra. If I can get links, I'll provide them. If I don't, I'm sorry. I know they call me the link man, but sometimes it's just not possible. Coop, when will we be doing the Sunday live chat shows again? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, man. The simulated season kicks off in June. I'm hoping to be doing them again by then, but we'll see. We'll see. Is Crip here? Is Crip here? Is Crip here? There's Mike Williams. I see Mike in here. I see Mr. Overdose 101 chilling with a bud. What up? I didn't know I had to stick my tongue out. I forgot about that. I had forgot all about that, Jordan. You're showing your fiance the Bama diss track right now. She's never going to let you watch my channel again. It was nice knowing you, Chalupa. You're a good man, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the time that we got to have together. I do. It was really good. Guys, Chalupa will never be back again. There's no way after. If he's showing his fiance the Bama diss track and the Texas A&M diss track, he gone. He gone, man. We got my man, Bryce, on the line. I don't know if you guys could understand that. Bryce. We got my man, Bryce, on the line. It's only fitting that we have Bryce call in on the comeback stream. What's up, Bryce?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm chilling, hanging out. It's funny, though, Bryce, because everybody looks forward to the spring game. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what team you root for, you're excited to just see them in uniform again and just taking the field, playing, you know, whatever, kind of a first glimpse at the team. But my excitement has went through the roof after doing this live stream. Like, just hearing everybody talk Canes again, and like we're discussing the different position groups and what everybody's excited to see. And I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. It's been a minute. It sure has been a minute, man. Obviously, we obviously know what's going on, recruiting, some exciting things going on, recruiting. It's good to hear that, Tyler's getting along with our offensive coordinator. Receivers are going vertical, which I love. I love that, the offensive line is, doing its thing. There's a lot of positives going on right now, but I'm like you, Coop. I'm trying to keep my expectations low because I still need to see it on game day on the field, man. But honestly though, I think Canes fans should be excited because we'll definitely get to see a glimpse of what we're going to be looking forward to, or what we're expecting to see in 2023 and heading into 2024.
Yeah. Because, here's the thing, to be fair, I talk about them, and they won't, but we talk about them not showing everything at the spring game, and this and that. But isn't it kind of funny when we look back? Think about this for a second. We all talked about how boring and vanilla the spring game was last year on the offensive side of the ball, and our offense turned out pretty boring and vanilla in the season, didn't it?
It did.
I'm just saying. I didn't really think about that till just now. Like, that just hit me. I'm like, of course we're not going to show everything, and it's just kind of a brief little glimpse to get the fans excited. But dang, our offense kind of really did just look like what it looked like in the spring game.
It really did, and honestly, that, lack for a better word, it wasn't good.
It sucked. Just be honest, Bryce. It was doo-doo. It sucked. It blowed.
I could say another word, but I'm trying to keep it PG.
I got you, Bryce. I got you. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but honestly, man, it's just it's just exciting times, to be a Canes fan, especially after I'm gonna plug in the basketball team this year because what a year both our men's and women's have had, and you could again, I know it's not football related, but you could build off that energy. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. It kind of carries over to all of the sports, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, if I'm the team, it's like, look, man, if the basketball team can do it, then I don't see why we can't do it. But again, but at the same time, we also have to take a step back and say it's like one game at a time, like one step at a time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, no matter what,
man,
I need y'all to help me out. Bryce, you're included in this.
Yeah.
If tomorrow the offense comes out and they're just balling out, I'm talking TVDs dropping 40, 50, 60-yard bombs, but then at the same time the defense is taking over at times, do not let me come on this platform and predict undefeated in 2023. Hold me accountable, Bryce. Do not let me drink the Kool-Aid.
No, bro.
I'm not going to be negative, okay? I'm not being negative, but I cannot drink the Kool-Aid. I just can't. because I'm taking the same approach as you just said. I am doing the wait and see. I have to see it on the field. I will give an early prediction, then I'll give another prediction in like August, like a month before the season kicks off. But, bro, I can't come on here and be like, all right, 12-0 national championship. I can't. Now, to be fair, last year I got roasted for my 9-3 or 8-4. I got the receipts. Did I save that? I literally have I have a folder on my desktop, Bryce, that literally says receipts. And it was all the people who called me out saying that I was stupid for 9-3, that would be just such a terrible season, and it ended up me being way off, unfortunately.
Right.
But
yeah, man. I mean, it's funny that you're mentioning that, dude, because I go back to that tweet earlier about that Florida State fans saying they're going to go like 10-2 or some crap, or 11-1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, I don't think you're being seen LSU twice. I think it's like, what, supposed to be in Orlando this year? It's like
them's fighting
it's
words,
supposed to be
Bryce.
It's like home field advance for them. Like, bro, you're not beating LSU twice.
Bryce, there's Florida State fans in here. You know that, right?
Bro, you think your only loss is going to be Clemson, bro? You need to freaking set your standards down
Bryce,
low.
I see a twinkle of garnet and gold in the nosebleeds. They're here. They're listening.
Hey, look, man, we'll line it up now. We ain't scared.
All right. Woo. Bryce getting the Florida State fans riled up. Okay. Well, now let me ask you, Bryce.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which position group are you most looking forward to seeing tomorrow?
Yeah, that's tough, man. Oh, actually, let me be honest. I mean, it is, but at the same time, it's not.
Did you just get smacked with a plate?
No, man. I'm currently at work, so I apologize for the background noise. Yeah.
I heard a plate break or smash, and then you just went quiet.
No, man. I'm at work right now, so I'm multitasking right now, man, dude.
I got you.
But to answer your question, which position group that I'm excited for, man? I think it's got to be, for me, the receivers, because we've been hearing a lot of good things about our receivers. And, I mean, we all know that, our receivers, really didn't do the greatest of job last year. But then again, you also have to account for the injuries as well.
Yeah.
But, I think it's definitely, a group that I definitely want to see, improve this year for sure. I mean, how can you not be excited about, especially like the freshmen, like, obviously, like Bobby and all that.
Yeah. Those guys are coming in ready to play. Like, they're expecting to fight and earn some playing time like this year. Like, they're not playing around.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited for that. But I mean, dude, it's hard for me just to pick one though, man, because I mean, the fact I think I was listening to a space yesterday, Twitter space that Gio was holding. So shout out to him, by the way. And he had Tyler on, I think, last night. And I think one of the questions that he asked him was like, out of all the offensive linemen, like, who's the one that's like impressed you the most?
Ooh.
And he said Francis Nagawa. And it's like, yeah. So what does that tell you right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that tell you right there, man?
Calling out the young guys. The young guys coming in, it's like, that's the one that impressed me.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy, dude. The fact that, we go 5-7 last year, and then we get like a top 10 recruiting class. And then just imagine, again, I'm trying to keep our expectations low, but just playing hypothetically here. Imagine if we do have a good year. Imagine what kind of class we do actually get, and then we build off of that. It's just, it's just huge.
Well, no,
man,
it is crucial that we improve over last year when it comes to recruiting.
Yeah.
I know we're beating a dead horse here, but you don't land a top 10 recruiting class again if we go 5-7 again.
Or worse.
You just don't. So
Yeah.
we've got to
man.
improve this year. We need to see bigger, better numbers offensively, defensively. It doesn't have to be night and day, even though we'd like for it to be.
Right.
But when it comes to recruiting, we got to see some improvement, generate some hype, some excitement, show an offense that these guys coming up want to play in. They want to be a part of it. They're trying to work on an NFL resume eventually, They don't want to come here as, a wide receiver and get thrown the ball 3 times over the course of 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Bryce, I did forget to mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did forget to mention one player though. That I don't think he's getting enough love. Well, actually, let me rephrase that too. I mean, first of all of them deserve love, but there's 2. Other than how I'm going to see Tyler, I'm definitely very excited for Jakari.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Jacuzzi.
Yeah, Jacuzzi. And then I'm definitely Williams because I know a lot of people saying like, man, you don't look like a freshman out there. So,
yep.
I mean, overall, Coop, it's just exciting times, man. I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow, and I'm definitely looking forward to the season. But with that said, man, I'm gonna let people get on here, and cheer your ear off, man. But it's glad to have you back, man. I'm glad things are going well, bro. And yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. Go Canes, man.
Hey, Bryce, I appreciate the love. Appreciate you still sticking with me and hanging out on the channel. Guys, Bryce has been around for as long as I can remember. I don't remember a time without Bryce being on the channel, to be honest. If he was here day one, I don't remember for sure, but I don't remember a time of making videos without seeing Bryce down in the comment section. So Bryce is an OG. I've met him in person. He's a cool dude. He's just as cool in person as he is on the phone. Bryce, I just appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you and everything that you do, man, for us. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and I'll see you down the road, bro.
Hey, have a good night. Don't work too hard, man.
I'll try not to, man. Have a good one.
Hey, you too. All right, bye-bye. Hoodie Girl is in the big time. She is. She is. Hoodie Girl is famous. Hoodie Girl is famous. Is she in here?
Your helmet.
You guys will always get the recruits because you guys have the money.
Here we go. Here we go. Don't take this personal, Super Harold. Okay? Remember that everything we do here is all in good fun, and all trash talk is about football. Okay? But he said, you guys will always get the recruits because you guys have the money.
Shut up, bitch!
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Season here soon.
Now, hold up. I got to bring Mario in on this one. Hold up. Mario, listen. I need you to read, okay? I need you to read Super Harold 32's comment. Now, he did donate $4.99, and he's part of the college football family. We all just love ball, Mario. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us. Some of us, here's the deal. Some of us are fortunate enough to root for the greatest team in all of college football. The orange and green. The Miami freaking Hurricanes. Some of us are smart. Some of us not as smart as others. Super Harold 32 just popped in, Mario, and he said, Miami will always get the recruits because you guys have the money. Can you believe this guy? I can't even. I can't even. Super Harold 32, thank you so much for the $4.99. I do appreciate that, though. You are still part of the college football family. Don't take it personal. Everything we do on this channel, it's about football. It's about football, man. So I'm just joking around, okay? We're just having a good time. Thank you for the 5. Hey, Burgos, my man. Hold up. This is a Canes fan member. Let's do this guy right, all right? Hey, Burgos! For the ones that were asleep, welcome back. Yes, we are still live at 10:30 p.m. on a Thursday night. A Burgos coming in with the $20 dono. I appreciate the love and the support, my man. How you been? Here's the thing, though, man. Is Miami really the only team that participates in NIL? Is Miami the only team that has people dropping some money on players? I mean, I really think one of the key differences with Miami is, Ruiz is very vocal. He's not afraid to talk about Life Wallet and the NIL deals and stuff on social media. So it gets put out there a lot. Some of these guys with a lot of money like to be more behind the scenes. That's actually probably a good 50 to 75% of them. A lot of the donors that I talk to with Miami, I've got their numbers. We talk, we text. I could name them. This is no disrespect to them, but what I'm saying is I could give you their names and you've probably never even heard of them. They don't want any recognition. They just, they pitch in. They want to see the football program be great. And that's it. That's the end of it. You just see a lot of it because Ruiz likes to run his mouth, and that's okay. That's fine. I like it. I think it's big. I think it's funny that he fires back. It's 2023, bro. People get into Twitter debates and wars and, all this different stuff. And I've had Ruiz on the show. You guys seen it? Where was that? What was he the special guest on? People forget. I had some people the other day tell me, they were like, bro, did you see, you need to try to get Malik Rozier on your show. And I'm like, bro, Malik Rozier was on my show like a year ago. What are you talking about? And I don't expect people to watch every video. I'm not that kind of person. I get it. But we had Ruiz on here. Where was it? Let me see. And we talked about since the renderings. I know that you're.
We can try to help the community, and
Bro,
people need
we
to
talked about the NIL and him doing things also that help not just the players but the community and all these different things. We had him on here. He's a cool dude. Now I will say, I can't say that. Okay, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I actually can't say that. Never mind. I can't talk about that. Let's open the phone line back up. But I hope you guys know how to take a joke, man. It's all in good fun. Droski, what's up, man? What's up? So what we're going to do, we're going to take 1 or 2 more phone calls, and then we're going to wrap this thing up so we can start prepping for tomorrow, get the stream ready to go. Let's open the phone line back up. 1 or 2 more calls, and then I'm calling it a night, guys. What'd you say, Cajun Kane? Nothing wrong with NIL? Okay. Don't say anything yet. Someone was asking. That's been a whole 30 minutes ago. And I usually, my brain goes back like 5 minutes max. That's it. Someone was asking, what does Traveling Fools sound like? I don't know why they were asking that. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what it's about. That is who I have on the line right now, and I'm going to let him have the floor, and you tell me if this is not the perfect, magical radio voice.
Well, what's up, guys? What's going on, Coop? How you doing, brother?
There it is.
How are you, my friend? How are you?
I would say I'm chilling, but I'm not. It's actually been pretty crazy and chaotic, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, I just want to say to anybody listening out there, it took me 217 calls to finally get through to this line right here. So
now, I would hate to inform you. Okay, number one, that is some dedication, and so you are very persistent for sure. However, that is not the record.
That is not the record?
That
okay,
the records the record is, I think, like 325 or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. I was going to give up after 272.
But you're in second place.
That was my cutoff right there.
There is a saying, if you're not first, you're last, but
Ricky Bobby.
You know, I hated that movie the first time I watched it. I didn't even finish it because I thought it was so stupid, and now I think it's one of the funniest movies ever.
Right. It kind of grows on you, you know?
It does.
Yeah. It's like the first time you watch it, you're like, you know, what the hell am I even watching? And then by the end of it, you're like, maybe I should watch this again.
Yeah, it's so good. Maybe just my humor changed as I got older. I don't know. But
oh wow. No, man, great to see you back though, Coop. It's good to have you back here, man. And we've missed you. I think I can speak upon the whole University of Miami fan base here that we have missed you, and it's good to see you back. So
hey, I've missed you guys probably much more than you've even missed me. Like I said, I honestly need this, because otherwise my day consists of me sitting in this same room, except I'm staring at the wall instead of a computer monitor. Instead of talking to you, I'm talking to myself. So,
well, I'd rather you talk to me.
That was pretty depressing, actually.
Oh,
I was waiting for people to laugh, and then I was like, "Dang, never mind. That sounds pretty sad, actually."
Right. Well, we can't laugh at you. We can't laugh at you about that. Now. but we did miss you at the Slob Olympics. So,
man, I wanted to make it so bad, and I hate that I missed getting to link up with Chris one more time, man. That really sucks, man.
Yeah, lots of shit that sucks here lately. So, but anyway, I'm really stoked about this spring game. I will be tuning in and listening to you do it, because unless you find me a stream, there's no way I'm going to figure out how to watch it. So,
I went on that little rant at the beginning, but it really does piss me off that you have to watch it on the ESPN app. You have to have ACC Network through YouTube TV or DirecTV or whoever. But then on top of that, I have to download an app and then log in with my service provider through the app so I can watch the spring game on like a 30-second to 1 minute delay plus continuous buffering.
It's an absolute nightmare. No, I know what you're talking about. So I'm not even going to go through all that trouble. Unless you give me one of those links, there is no way in hell that I'm going to watch this game. But I will tune in definitely and listen to you stream it. So,
well, you know, we'll be yelling and complaining and venting about, you know, all the bad things that happen. So it will be entertaining, to say the least.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. And I do agree. Bring out the siren.
I think we should. I do.
Bring it out. And I saw somebody in the comments, I'm not exactly sure who it was now. It's been a while ago. But they were talking about how you really should make a diss track for the Miami, Ohio game. I mean, that would be hilarious. And if we actually lose that, could you imagine your Twitter feed?
Yeah. Now. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was the Cajun Cane. So if anybody, we're going to blame it on the Cajun Cane if Coop makes a diss track. What's up, Slim Shady Cane?
What's funny is, and here's the deal. I know you get this. I don't need to explain it to you, but I feel like I need to explain this to a few people. Two things. Number one, we have not lost every single game I've done a diss track for, even though it sure as heck seems like it. The record is like 2-5 or something like that. We've not lost them all. But part of the reason why we have lost so many of the games that I've done diss tracks for is because when I do the diss track, it jinxes it. I'm kidding. That's not the way it works. It's not the way it works. Cut the laughing off. What happens is I only do diss tracks for big time games. So Miami versus LSU, ACC versus SEC, Miami versus Texas A&M. I threw the Shamar Stewart diss in there, and he added me on Twitter and called me out and then deleted it a few minutes later. It's the big hype games. And unfortunately, over the years, Miami has not really performed so well in those big games. So that's why the record is pretty bad.
I do think maybe last year you might have done one.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, think about it. Realistically, like, how much hype is there in me dissing Bethune-Cookman? Like,
no. Who was it? You went up to who did you go diss last season? It was like Middle Tennessee, right?
I drove 2.5 hours to their campus to throw up the U in front of their sign. And then they proceeded to drop, like 40 on us and then print off T-shirts after the game. And it was in the newspaper. It was in the newspaper, and it was like YouTuber storms campus and throws up gang sign in front of school sign.
Coach Coop throwing up them gang signs, man. That was hilarious, dude.
Bro. Let me.
That was absolutely
I'm gonna do it.
hilarious.
I'm scared that YouTube is gonna ban me for throwing up gang signs, but I'm gonna show you what I threw up in front of the sign. Are you ready? 2 things. Here's the first one. Whoo! I hope I don't get banned. Okay. Here's the second one. You ready? You'll have to screenshot it because it's going to be quick. That's it.
That's pretty rough, dude.
Storms
that's
campus.
That's pretty rough.
Where I think I have where is it? Hold on. I have a here it is. I have it actually. Let's see. What does it say exactly? YouTuber known as Coach Coop stormed his way onto Middleton. I stormed my way. I pulled up and parked in the parking lot 30 seconds from the sign and walked over to it. Stormed his way onto Middle Tennessee campus yesterday afternoon to insult our proud school. He was seen flashing Miami gang signs near the campus sign. No doubt trying to cause drama. Good thing our Blue Raiders have something special waiting for him and the Hurricanes on Saturday. Here's the problem. They did.
I don't know why we didn't recruit that one guy, man. That one guy that could catch the ball and run like 10,000 miles an hour. He was hitting like Mach 5 like every play. I was like, why don't we get him with the transfer portal? Let's just get that kid.
Man, I hate it though, because no matter what, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like if we win a national championship with Mario Cristobal, you hoist up the trophy, you flash the ring, nobody's going to really truly care. But everyone for eternity, talking about opposing teams' fans, will rub that in our face and say, remember that year Mario Cristobal lost to Middle Tennessee? Like I just
want to win. I just want to win the national championship so we can know what's in that sippy cup.
This is not the game day drink. I didn't think about that. People earlier were saying, "Oh, now we know what Coop drinks." This isn't the game day drink. This was Coop needed some caffeine. I'm still not going to reveal exactly what it is, but this isn't the game day drink. Definitely not. But it's just unfortunate because instead of getting a signature win year one, Mario got a signature loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he actually got a couple of them, which is sad, but, it is what it is.
Bro,
keep moving forward.
They literally sold T-shirts that said the more physical team wins with the score of the game. Yeah. They sold T-shirts.
Come on. It's Middle Tennessee. What do they hand out? Funnel cakes with those for free? I mean, come on. What is it, a flea market in Middle Tennessee? We really don't have to worry about that. We'll just put that behind us and keep moving forward.
I live in Tennessee and had never heard of them. I live here.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, yeah. That was in the past. No more of that.
Yeah, that's in the past. We're moving forward from here. So it's going better. We're going to do a lot better. I mean, I'm expecting at least 317 wins this season. So yeah, we are on to something.
Cautiously optimistic, I see.
Oh yeah. Well, we're taking it all. You know me. All right, Coop, man. I just wanted to call in. I was glad to see you come back. Come back here, be back on YouTube. Everybody's missed you, man. We all love you. Good to have you back. And I am really excited about seeing some downfield vertical plays this season, hopefully. So
yep,
I'm right there with you with the quarterback and the wide receivers.
Yeah, I think after you say that, when you bring in a guy like Dawson, even though it is just the spring game, I think you do have to take some shots tomorrow to appease the fans because you're not playing an actual opponent. It's just us. They've already done some close scrimmages so that the coaches already know kind of what they're working with and stuff. You've got to take some shots tomorrow because if any of those connect, the fans are going to go insane.
Oh, Twitter will be just insane tomorrow.
Yeah, after what happened last season with Josh Gaddis's offense, I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy.
Hey, can I give a special shout out to Edward? He looks so good with that U next to his name.
I pinned his comment, so it's there for all to see. We're working on him, man. It's going to take a while.
I know. Well, we play them this year, right? So again, we play them in Miami. So yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to that, Edward? Are you going to be at the Miami Clemson game? Because
maybe we should all go.
I kind of thought that let's see, when is that game? That's late in the season, right? No, that's mid-season. That's October 21st.
Oh, it'll be getting cold up there where you're at, Coop. And we could probably drag Pigskin Pete, maybe even Slim Shady Canes down there.
Ooh. So we could really cause some trouble.
Oh yeah.
I'll think about that. Sure. I might think about that. That's right.
Yeah,
in the middle.
Let's stay in touch on that.
Okay. He says he's going to try to go.
All right, well, let's keep in touch on that, and maybe we can all we can make that happen. That'd be fun. A weekend in South Beach. That'd be fun, man.
I'll swing down through Louisiana, pick up Jorn. Man,
there you go.
It could be crazy.
All right, my brother. It's been great talking to you. Go Canes.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, buddy.
All right, have a good one.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye. Man, see, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, I think that's going to be the last call for tonight. We could go on and on with it being my first stream back since December. I could go on and on and on and just keep taking phone calls all night long. But just look at the calls that we had tonight, guys. And I'm not going to name all of them because I'm scared that I'll leave someone out. If you're new here, I want you to know that this is the type of community that we have here. It's not some kind of facade. It's not like an act. I've done several meetups and met a lot of you in person. This is the type of community that we have here. This is what it takes. The college football family. It's Miami Hurricanes first.
I'm sorry, your helmet.
I'm sorry. It just is. That's how it works. It's the orange and green. I bleed it. But at the end of the day, we all just love college football, and it's all in good fun. Yeah, people call each other names on here. We got FSU fans hanging out all night, and I throw jabs at them. But you know what? They love it. They throw jabs back at me. You know what? I love it. Trash talk is part of college football, and it's just, man, I'm just so thankful to have this community. And, we're just a small portion of Canes fans. Think about it. There's 20,000 subs on this channel. How many Canes fans are there in the world? It's in the six figures at least. I don't really know truly how many it is, but we're just a drop in the bucket, a small portion. But I'm so freaking thankful for it, man. All of you, everybody who's watching me right now, thank you. If you're lurking, you don't have to comment. You're here. I just appreciate y'all, man. That's all. That's all. Take one more call. You want to call in, Slim? If Slim wants to call in, I'll take it, and then we're calling it a night for real, for real. Canes football talk. My man coming in with another dollar dono. Thank you for sharing a piece of the pie, man. Today's time, with inflation and the crazy gas prices, and a dozen eggs is what, like $10 now, $12? I don't know. Thank you for sharing a piece of the pie, man. Jordan, you in? You in, Jordan? I can never get through. Slim, I should have your number saved, but just in case I don't, what's your area code? I should have your number saved. I mean, we've linked up in person. You've called in multiple times. I should have your number saved. Am I just not seeing it? Is your area code 901? Aha. All right, guys, we're going to end the night. One final call. If you're hanging on by a thread, you're like, Coop, I'm about to pass out. I'm in bed, bro. We're going to take one more call, and we're wrapping this thing up. All right? We're going to end on Slim Shady Canes. We'll see if he can drop some knowledge on us. Here we go. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, bro. He's been trying to get through. I had the pleasure of meeting Slim in person as well back in 2021. We're going to give him a hype introduction too, okay? I want to see you guys chanting. Slim, 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 Slim. I'm trying to hype him up for you, Slim.
Well, it may be for naught because I'm nowhere near as optimistic as Traveling Pool. I don't think we're going to win 300 games.
He was cautiously optimistic with his prediction.
I'll give him that. And that's, hey, last year he was talking about like 1,200, so at least he dialed it back.
He came down a lot, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't followed it like I normally would because of how last season went.
I get it.
And you know that it's not far off from what my gut reaction was. I can't remember if it was Coach Hayes or T2I. One of them went live right after they announced they hired Mario, and my gut reaction was they were gonna go 6-6. And it turned out not to be too far off.
Yeah, you would have been one of the closer ones that I saw, because I saw a lot of people. I saw mysteriously a lot of tweets disappeared about halfway through the season last year. You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't claim to know everything about football, far from it, but if you watch the trends in college football, it actually should have been kind of predictable. Because even coaches that turn out to be really good, you know, you can use Nick Saban as an example, you can use Kirby Smart as an example. Their first year out of school, it's not great. I mean, look at Kirby. His first year at Georgia, and he inherited more talent than Mario did at Miami in his first year. You know, he lost to Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee.
That's fair.
And I mean, I don't know why. Not really much. Obviously, you can find examples, but that just seems to be the trend with first-year coaches, is you have a worse record than you did the previous year. And Georgia still won 10 games, Mark Richt's last year there.
So here's the question then, Slim. What's the theme with second-year coaches after they've made big-time changes when they screwed up with hires the first year?
Well, most people don't start firing people year one.
That's
I don't
true.
think he made a whole bunch of mistakes hiring people. I really don't. This is an unpopular opinion. Josh Gaddis shouldn't have been fired.
Well, you're definitely probably in the minority. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'll give you an example. In what universe is it Josh Gaddis' fault that we turned the ball over 8 times and lost to Duke?
I'm waiting for reactions in the chat is what I was looking for. I think they might be sleeping on us.
They might. You know, I mean, they should have been able to beat Middle Tennessee State half asleep.
Now that I can agree on no matter what. I don't care what the scenario is.
Yeah.
But no,
Texas
I
A&M.
do get it. We are to an extent. Even though as Canes fans we want to be optimistic, and it's always the next guy we hire is the one. We are to an extent in certain areas starting over again. I mean, it's a new offense, a new defense that we hope will be better, but that's the case every time. Not trying to end on a negative note, it's just the truth.
It is. There's not enough realism or reality. Like what Sonny Dykes did at TCU this year is the exception.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that the Miami fans, they want that out of everybody they hire, or they need to be gotten rid of. And to me, that's just unrealistic.
Like if we come out, well, see, there's too many variables. Because what I was gonna say is if we come out and we go 6-6 this year, are people gonna be calling for Dawson or Guidry to be fired? But it's gonna depend on so many different things, more than just the record, right? So it's kind of hard to say with something like that.
Well, and I think they will be. And unfortunately, that's about where I've got their record this year. They might get it up to 7-5. I think 8 is the absolute ceiling.
And I mean, without going into too much detail because it's still only spring, I can 100% see an argument for that. Like just think about it. We go 5-7. Again, we pick up a bunch of different analysts and position coaches, new OC, new DC. That doesn't just because we did that doesn't equal 12-0. Like it's not necessarily instant results. So
almost
what makes
nothing in college football is instant results.
If you want to take the realistic approach, like you said, there's always exceptions. Would be like 6-6, 7-5, like just a slight jump in again. This is a slippery slope, right?
It is. I mean, perfect example. You can name. I can think of 3 games off the top of my head last year that 1 or 2 plays Florida State loses the game, and all of a sudden their record looks a whole lot different.
Yeah,
so
it does.
You're absolutely right. There's 1,000,001 variables, and that's why I wasn't on, the bandwagon to fire anybody. It was a pretty balanced offense, but when you're down to your 4th-string center and your 3rd-string left guard, how much can you really ask out of somebody? I mean, by the time the Pitt game came around, we didn't have a single original starter from the offensive line. They were all injured.
You're triggering some bad memories. You're 100% right.
How many games do we play 3 quarterbacks in?
The QB, hokey pokey. You put TBD in, you pull TBD out, you put Garcia in, you pull Garcia out. Oh, wait. He gets injured, you pull him out, you put Jakari in, he looks good. Then you leave him in, then he doesn't look as good, then fans get pissed, then you pull him out. Yeah.
None of those things are a recipe for success, and a lot of that is just out of the coach's control.
Yeah.
No, I'm not at all saying that Gaddis was perfect. Far from it. But I think that there was enough out of his control when you look at specific games, when you look at stacking up injuries, that things just went sideways. But Miami fans being Miami fans, well, we want to, throw the baby out with the bathwater.
But yeah, I mean, the whole thing, man, was just I don't even know. I don't even have words. Just
And listen, we've seen it before though. 07, Randy Shannon's first year, not great. 97, I was watching Miami back then, not great. But as long as we give him the time to turn it around, I think it'll be okay. Because I think Mario's got enough of a proven track record as a successful head coach that he'll be fine. But the argument I've made for years, and this includes coordinators too, because that was kind of Randy Shannon's problem, was the constant turnover with coordinators, in my opinion. You got to quit firing people. Otherwise, you're just constantly starting back at square one.
Yeah, I do agree that even though everyone always sees it as we're taking a step up, when you have no consistency year to year, it affects so many things negatively. I think it negatively affects recruiting. It's hard to build those relationships when you have different guys in the room year after year. It's this is Tyler Van Dyke's third OC since he's been at Miami, and that's tough on a guy. So I mean, you make some valid points. I can't argue against them. I mean,
and I can't see the comment section, but I know it's already there that Alabama swaps coordinators all the time. Yes, but they were 7 or 8 years into it before they started that, and Alabama was a well-oiled machine by then.
Yeah, I'm hoping
from square one.
I've already made it known, Slim, that and a lot of people got really pissed at me when I said this. People were tagging me on Twitter saying that I'm not a real Miami fan and this and that. You know the drill. It's the same thing every year.
Oh, I get it.
I have said that all I need to see this year, again, I'm doing the wait and see thing, is I know as frustrating as that is, because people want me to jump on here and be firm one way or another, 12-0 or 5-7, like one end of the or the other. For me, I just need to see improvement. I'd like to start with winning a couple more games. Like I said, I wouldn't be happy with 7-5 because your end goal is a national championship. That's what every single team is trying to do. If you didn't win a national championship, you didn't accomplish the goal. Does that mean the season was a failure? No, because literally only one team can win it out of all the teams in college football. You can still there's still things you can do that are successful and steps in the right direction. For me though, anything less than a natty, we didn't accomplish the goal. However, I got to see improvement. 7-5, 8-4, whatever. Take us to a bowl game. Don't get blown out, and that's a start.
Yeah.
I hope it's better than that, but that's me again, trying to be realistic and honest.
Yeah.
And I'll just add this, and hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Well, and to your point, realistically, there's maybe 3 teams in the country that their goal should be natty or bust.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably
that's
fair.
Alabama, Clemson, and Georgia at this point. But as far as the spring goes, and we were talking about it earlier, I do not think you will see a single freshman running with the ones in the spring game. I don't think so.
How many did I have? Did I have some on there?
Oh, you had quite a few.
Let me pull up my list. Hold on. Parrish, Young, Strepo, George. Okay, I have Malgoa.
Yeah.
Which we were talking about that one.
Well, and that's one in particular. I think offensive line is right up there with quarterback of almost nobody is ready to start as a true freshman. Because in my opinion, really, this is kind of just a fact, to be honest with you. An 18-year-old freshman is not physically developed enough to be able to take on a 23, 24, 25-year-old senior offensive or defensive lineman.
No, and you're right, and there are exceptions, but that's very rare.
Right. That's to me, that's a position that you physically have to grow into for the first year or two.
You come in and you think you're ready, and then you get knocked on your butt real quick.
Yeah, because we got spoiled there for a little while because you had, Tua at Alabama, you had Trevor Lawrence at Clemson. that were just kind of generational talents, and both of those guys were ready to play as true freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
But that, especially at offensive line and at quarterback, to me, those are definitely the exceptions. And I think those two offensive linemen can be really great, and I hate to see their confidence just absolutely shattered, because look what happened when they threw Zion in as a true freshman. He got manhandled.
That can create an issue. It definitely can.
And I just don't want to see that happen.
And
I think those guys can be really
there
good.
are a few of these, like we were discussing, where some of these might be out of necessity due to injuries, like for the spring game anyways.
Right.
But yeah, for the actual season though, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I haven't looked to see who all is injured.
That's what's crazy is, people were telling me, I would put someone in there like, Coop, he's injured. It's so hard to keep up with it. And I literally talk Miami like all the time, and it's still like, this guy's hurt. No, he's not. Well, I saw him over here. I saw him, running routes.
Mario's pretty tight-lipped about it.
They are. That's the thing. Used to. I'm not going to lie. Like when Manny was here, it was just spewed just everywhere. Whatever you wanted to know, you could find it. With Mario and company there, like even some of the people that I do, and I don't try to say I'm like an insider or something, but like I said, I talk to, I have some of the players' numbers I talk to and some of the donors and stuff like that. And even with them, they're kind of like, I don't know. And that's that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of it. So
now I also think, and I think this has just become a fact of college football in 2023. I think being a starter is pretty much irrelevant because guys get rotated in so much that, you could have whoever takes the first snap of the game, maybe end up being the guy in the rotation that takes the fewest snaps of the game.
I mean, true. It has happened.
It happens quite a bit. To me, at this point, number 2 and number 1 are pretty much interchangeable.
Yeah, and again, I know we already talked about it, but people are going to look way too much into tomorrow.
Now, see, I'm right with you. This is a glorified scrimmage. This is a PR thing for the fan base.
And I told you that video I posted like 2 or 3 days ago is the lowest viewed or second lowest viewed and most disliked video on my channel. All because in the video I said I think the spring game is just a fan first event. Hype the fans up, final dress rehearsal kind of thing. Like, and it's I was never downplaying it. It's just
that it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
now here's a question for you. This has been bounced around several shows that I watch. I'm a big fan of taking FCS teams off the regular schedule. What do you think of to try and bring a little more hype and importance to the spring game? They play an FCS team for the spring game.
It's interesting because, and I actually want to ask the chat that as well. And it's funny because if you didn't ask that, I was going to pose a similar question to everyone in the chat. Because I didn't think of it from the point of view of it being an FCS opponent. Because originally in that video I posted, I had said no to playing actual opponents in the spring game. My reasoning was just possibly increasing the chance for injury because players might play a little harder. They should be giving 100% anyways when we're playing ourselves, but things might be a little more malicious, I guess, if you're playing, an actual opponent. And it was potentially the logistics side of thing, of packing everything up and traveling just for a spring game, something that doesn't technically count, doesn't go on the record, stats don't matter, go on and on.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you plug in an FCS opponent there, that maybe might change my mind a little. It would generate more hype.
Yeah, but you still pay them a couple $100,000 like you normally would. And then everybody knows tickets to the spring game are cheap, $20, $30, $40 a ticket. You give the FCS team that money. So they're getting their payout. it all of a sudden you're adding a whole new dynamic, making the spring game more interesting, and you're seeing how you line up, not just against yourselves, but against another opponent. Granted, a lesser talented opponent, but another opponent all the same.
I will say I think the players would like it.
Oh, yeah.
I think they would enjoy an opportunity to hopefully flex on those guys and actually play an opponent, not their teammates. I'm still on the fence about it, though, I'll be honest. Just because, again, it's that thing where I don't even feel like the spring game is necessary. I would never want them to take it away because, again, it's fun. It generates hype and excitement for the fans, and it's cool to see the players take the field and stuff.
Yeah, and it gives us something in that dead period.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what can we watch right now? The XFL? I mean, I'm just saying. So, but I'd have to let that one simmer for a bit, honestly. And I am curious if you guys want to answer in the chat what you think about that, playing either just a team at all or an FCS opponent, because that has been tossed around. I have seen that question posed a couple of times.
Yeah, Shane Beamer, the head coach of USC, South Carolina, not Southern Cal, went on a kind of rant about it at one of his press conferences, and Dabo kind of echoed it. And, I mean, there's been talk for a long time because people just don't like the FCS games. They want to see, more interesting non-con games and stuff like that. Hey, listen, I'm a big fan of not having an FCS team on your 12-game schedule. And listen, to be perfectly honest, if I made the schedule, the worst team on the schedule would be a group of 5 team out of the state.
I mean,
whether it's, South Florida or FAU or FIU or whatever.
You want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
There's a reason, and not trying to talk about this in the aspect of the old days, but one of the main reasons Miami got on the roll that they did and got as good as they did is because they went on a run through the 80s of playing the number 1 team in the country like 6 or 7 times and beating them. So to your point exactly, if you want to get better, you have to tank your lumps losing to them, and then you turn around and you start beating them.
Yeah, I've always said that. Yep. Oh yeah, it's interesting.
Just a thought. Like I said, I mean, you even have coaches bouncing it around. So,
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how viable it is. I'm not totally opposed to it. And like I said, if it comes with that caveat of, we're getting a game that I want off the schedule during the regular season anyway.
Yeah,
okay.
True. Hey, but all right, Slim. I think I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. Wrap this thing up. I'm glad I was able to get you in here. I swear that I had your number saved, but it's not showing your name on here.
So you can save it now.
I'm gonna save it now. Yep. So I got you, and I'll add Chalupa and Tropigal and all you guys that called in that I didn't have saved, so I can address you guys properly the next time you call in. So, Slim, hopefully I'll see you swing by, and we'll be yelling or complaining about something tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I'll pop in, and hey, maybe we can get together and watch a game. You're only a few hours away from me. I'm just on the other side of the state.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be in touch with you, of course.
Anytime, boss. I'm driving a truck, so I'm free.
Sounds good. You have a good night, Slim.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right. See you. All right. That is the Slim Shady Canes in the chat. See, it's another thing that makes these streams pretty interesting and fun is a lot of us get to know each other. You know what I mean? Like when callers call in, you guys even recognize the voice. You guys would be like, that's Traveling Fools. That's Jorn. That's Slim. That's Cajun Kane. Like, and you become a regular, and people get to know you. Look at Melissa. We called her the hoodie girl one time, and it kind of just stuck. And then people are like, "Hey, Melissa, hey, hoodie girl," and you just telling you, Coop, hoodie girl says, "What's up?" There we go. Hey, Edward, tell hoodie girl. You know what? Tell hoodie girl. Tell hoodie girl that Coop said hello back to the famous hoodie girl. Make sure you put famous. Put the F word in there. Put the F word in there. That'll get her wound up. She hates when I say that, by the way. Not hate, but she's always like, "I'm not famous," and I'm like, "You are famous," and then she's like, "I'm not famous," and then I'm all like, "You are famous." Anyways, Traveling Fools, thank you so very much, gifting another sub. Canes fam membership. Christian Isbay, welcome to the Canes fam. Thank you very much, Traveling Fools, for another gifted membership. Guys, this was a ton of fun. We successfully made a list on stream, so I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. I think we did pretty darn good. Didn't mess up a whole lot. We'll see. The bet stands. We'll see if that's the starting lineup tomorrow. Running with the ones, first team offense, first team defense. I'll save it so we can go back and reference it and see. Thank you so much for everyone who blew up the phone tonight. We missed a little over 100 calls, so and a lot of those are people calling multiple times, but there were a lot of people that didn't get in. We'll try to do some more live streams very soon. I've got a lot of fun things planned. I told you guys that even when I'm taking a break, whether it be for a week or 6 months, I'm always working on stuff in the background. My goal number one is to entertain. And, that's why this channel has a lot of people that hate on it, because they want it to be ESPN. They want Coop to stand here, and they want me to read stats off a teleprompter. And that's not me. It's not my style. If that is what I had to do on this platform, I would not do it. I literally wouldn't be here. I want to entertain. I want to enjoy my time hanging out with friends and family and build a community where people feel like they have a voice, a place to vent about the Canes, and also hang out together enjoying the good times when things go well for us. Just simple as that. Hate it or love it. You don't like it? Head on out. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Anyways, I mean that in a good way. Not ending on a negative note. I mean that as a good thing. Tonight, the top donator was my man Chris Gaffney with the $99.99. But we had so many people showing us love on the first stream back. Canes Football Talk, A. Burgos, Super Harold 32, Chris Gaffney, On What Planet, Chalupa Batman, my man. Let's see, who else? Brandon Frick, and VT Hokey Lover. We had some members. We had some gifted memberships. It was a pleasure, Cajun Kane. Appreciate you calling in, man. So, I mean, it's the way we wrap this thing up is simple, right? I mean, we do what makes sense. Tomorrow is the spring game. We're going to see the Miami Hurricanes suit up and take the field. So, I mean, you know what to do, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know what we do around here. We've been doing this 7 years. You telling me you don't know? Give me a big, fat, all caps, because it don't count if it ain't all caps. Go Canes! I'll see y'all tomorrow for the spring game. Love you guys. Edward, what is that? Edward, you're a Canes fan now.